Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to our channel. Hey, as always, little housekeeping I got to do. Got to thank our channel sponsors of Yankee Harley Davidson, Cape Cod Harley Davidson, and the Heyman Law Firm. If you go down, John Heyman will pick you back up. So, yep. Hey, so tonight's the night. Tonight we're going to talk about Gettysburg, um, the exciting part about Gettysburg, which is the battlefield. If you've never been, highly recommend you go. We had, while we were there, we did a battlefield tour on Friday. And, I've been to the battlefield many, many times in Gettysburg. And it's quite humbling when you stand there, whether you were a soldier, hey, what's up, Slim Jim, or anything. But hey, Thumpers. Hello, Evil Rick. Hello, PA Bikerwitz here. Tweedle's here. Hello, everybody. Yeah, it's kind of humbling when you stand there on that battlefield and you think about all the lives that were lost and all the families that were affected by this battle. It was quite the carnage while you're there. I mean, I stood in the very spot that Lou Armistead got wounded and captured. He was a Confederate general, and he was captured just on the inside of the Northern Lines on July 3rd when the Confederate broke through the center of their lines. What an experience. Dark Souls, what's up, baby? Hey, Keith, how's it going? But that's it for the battlefield. I mean, I'll have a lot of great stuff coming out on the video I'm working on. I'm trying to get it out for Sunday. I don't know. I've been doing a lot of work with the video, and there's some more stuff I got to do. I got to add some music to it. I got to do a voiceover during the battlefield. There's a lot of information I have that I want to put out in it. So it's going to be quite the video and documentary mixed in with the rally video. So it was a good time. I ran into quite a few other people down there. PA Biker, he came down. We hung out for a little while. Wilkie was there. We hung out. Upshot Podcast was there. We hung out. I went to the Mexi Phillies booth and hung out with him for a little while. Hung out with him. That was a good time. I just had a great time at the rally. It's always a good show. Like I said, premier vendors aren't there, but it's one of the best. So, I have really enjoyed it. But, on the ride home, we spent better part of 300 miles in torrential downpour, thunderstorms, lightning, flooding on the highway. And, my wife was morning of the galaxy. Hello, how are you? So yeah, it was quite the ride home. 300 miles and nothing but that rain. Good thing we had rain gear. It kept us mostly dry, for the most part, but it ended up soaking through. It was just a lot of rain, buckets of it actually. And as soon as we hit the Tappan Zee Bridge or the Governor Cuomo Bridge, depending on what you want to call that bridge, that's what it was. It was dry, and it was dry all the way through New York, into Connecticut, to Greenwich, which is on the New York Connecticut line. A little further up, we went into Stanford, and it started to rain again. I'm like, well, that's great, because you know what? Who wants to ride the motorcycle on a dry, sunny day? Everybody wants to ride in the rain. I mean, come on, just 300 miles in the rain, and I don't think I want to ride anymore unless it's raining. What's up, Tweedle?
Audio issues. Keep getting static in my headset, and I don't know what the heck the deal is. That's what took me so long. So what's been going on with you, Doc?
Well, we got back from Gettysburg. It was a wet ride home, 300 miles, and torrential rain, thunder, and lightning. going through the mountains of Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Into New York, it dried up, and then we hit more rain in Connecticut. And yeah, we were soaked from head to toe, even though we had rain gear. Hey.
It only worked so far.
Yep. What's up, Busted? Busted Knuckles is here. Yeah, I mean, now we're getting ready to fly out Friday morning to Milwaukee.
Yeah, a lot of people are going to that.
Yeah, there are. Indigo Moto's on her way there. I'm going to hopefully meet up with her. Hook Dog, what's up? Yeah, I'm really interested to see who's there. I know Jess from Her Two Wheels is going to be there. Hopefully, her and we could hook up again and hang out and have a good time. Hopefully, I could hook up with Indigo, hang out with her, and have a good time. And
do me a favor. When you see Indigo, she makes eye contact with you. Wait a minute. She doesn't come up to you. Just start, Indigo! Just act a fool and embarrass the crap out of her. She will always come up to you just so you don't do that to her again. And then just blame me. Say, Tweedle told me to.
I will.
Because she's supposed to be stopping in my area on her way back.
Yeah.
As long as she goes 75. She might end up going back down through Nashville, though. I don't know yet.
I was just following her on her Instagram, and she entered Tennessee today.
Yeah.
But
I did not
get press passes, thumpers, but I did get tickets, and they're not the VIP tickets either. They're just general admission tickets. Well, I didn't pay for them, so I don't care. Let's see. Ain't going to be here long to sleep before work. You had a little Sturgis tomorrow. Right on. Good for you. DDK's in the house. What's going on, DDK?
Hey, DDK, you working Friday? Or maybe Saturday?
How's the bronze chicken coming along?
I took the bronze chicken out today. I went to see my buddy Bobby at Hard Luck Cycles.
Yep. How'd that go?
Bad, man. I got to go pay him for a windshield tomorrow.
Why?
Because I bought a new windshield.
Again?
No, I didn't buy the
I thought you bought the bronze one.
It's not bronze enough. It's like you can see right through it, and I just didn't really care for it too much. So I just kind of threw it on the back burner since I was told to slow down because somebody needs to catch up. And went up there and showed him the bike today, which he loved it. And he's also talked me into some other things that's going to be a little bit down the road.
Okay, to be revealed?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I can pull it off. It's more of a money situation right now to come up with it, to have it done.
Gotcha.
See you, Busted.
I blew a speaker in the road glide in the fairing.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know if I want to spend the $345 for the stage 2 Rodford Fosgate ones, or go to like Sounds or Crutchfield. I have to do some research on speakers because I just want to replace the 2 in the fairing. I don't want to replace the ones in the back yet because those are fine.
I don't know what the wattage is of them, but they need to be marine speakers. So
yeah,
I'm really actually surprised nobody's using Polk Audio.
Yeah,
because those are marine speakers.
Yeah,
I got those in my truck. They sound pretty good.
Yeah,
but I just don't know about amplifier and all that for a bike.
Yeah. The tunes were cranking. When you're wearing a full face helmet, you got to have it all the way up to hear it. So, and I was going between the weather app and the Sirius satellite radio on the phone through the Android Auto. So I had it all the way up. I didn't want to miss anything on the weather. But yeah, that right speaker's gone. It sounds like a disappointed vibrator.
Yeah, because I say the stock replacement still probably a couple hundred, huh? Just for one speaker.
No, they sell them in pairs, and they're $345 for the pair.
Yeah, I'm on the fence about what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been kind of playing with some ideas because I think it's the same speaker size as I have in my truck. Seeing how those are pokes, I may try to do a little swap-a-rooney.
Yeah.
See what happens.
The wife says it sounds like a sonic bee or satanic bee. I can't read right now, and I got my glasses on. You know.
Yeah, I had to go and pull a plate out of my tour pack today. I was tired of my liner floating up.
Okay.
And I bought the TCMT off of Amazon, which I hadn't had no problems with it. That's the only issue I had. But the bottom of it's like molded, and the plate was just flat.
Yep.
So plate goes in, it pushes the liner up. So I just took it out. I messaged and was like, "Hey, did I get the right plate? Did y'all send me the right one? Because I ordered a kit." And they're like, "Oh, well, you only really need to plate if you have a King Tour pack." Like,
I would put flat washers in there anyways, just to.
I did.
Okay.
Aircraft grade. I had some scrounge left over from my military days. I was sitting there looking, I was like, "Ooh, here's some washers."
So what'd you think of the video I did on about love jugs?
You pretty much hit my concerns. Because just sitting there, kind of thinking about it from application standpoint, I'm like, you're gonna create a situation where you could warp some stuff pretty good.
Warp or crack.
Yeah.
With
uneven. I didn't even think of cracking at the time.
Yep. Warp, crack. Head bolts could, fatigue differently.
Yep.
Some could stretch, and then next thing you know, you're blowing head gaskets, and you replace them because you think it's a bad head gasket, and then it goes again, and now you're tearing the whole motor down, changing base gaskets, the studs, the bolt, the nuts, the nuts. Yeah.
I got most of them have the kick down anyways. It turns off the rear cylinder when it starts getting too hot.
Yeah. Well, the soft tail doesn't have that.
Mine did. My breakout did.
No, my soft tail doesn't have that.
Hey, wonder why I was on a 16 and not 20. Was yours a 20 or 21?
20.
Yeah, you figured it would have it. I look in the book. It should have it. Because it might be like the Road Glide with mine. It's turned off, and I need to figure out how to turn it on.
It's easy to turn on.
Well, I've already hit the throttle forward, and it didn't do nothing. So I don't think I did it at the right point.
With the bike off, you got to pull the throttle back. With the bike not running in the opposition, you go to your information screen. So it lists it that it's enabled or disabled. And if you roll the throttle back, it'll re-enable it. I was playing around with that over the weekend.
Yeah, I thought it was forward.
To disable it.
Oh, so see, I disabled again on top of a disabled.
You're just disabled.
Yeah.
Hence why you're retired.
Like me. But yeah, I had fun on her today.
Good. Yeah, I was on the Road Glide today.
I had a cat come up beside me on a I'm not going to speculate on the year Street Glide, but it was chromed
No
out.
sound. Hold on. I gotta
At least
figure
the
out the
stage
sound.
two.
She had it sent somewhere.
We'll just mute him for a minute.
But yeah, we had some fun going through Oak Ridge and Oliver Springs.
Nice.
I don't get to have too much fun around here. So somebody
No?
comes up and they want to partake in the fun, I'm going to oblige them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. How are you, Thumper?
I have no sound.
You have no sound. Turn the volume up on your speakers.
He's probably got the speaker set to something else.
Probably.
Did he go? I see us on the screen back there.
Yeah. There's a delay because I waved and it's not showing the wave.
Well, there
Oh,
it
there
goes.
it is. That's a big delay.
I don't have a piece of paper. Oh, yeah, I do.
I hear you now. Jesus.
okay.
Okay.
She had this sent to some QY88Cs, which I assumed were these. I put them on, no sound. But I jumped on because of y'all's love jug conversation.
Yep. So what's your input? Because I know you say you love yours.
Yeah, so I think that yours is probably because of the small ones. Even Adam told me not to get the small ones because they don't produce enough air to actually cool the other side. They literally will only cool what's right in front of them. Mine, I've got the full size, the big ones.
Right.
They're
'cause
not
you have the
obtrusive.
touring.
I have what?
You have a touring frame.
Right. But so they cool both sides. They literally, if you don't put that wing guard in between your seat and the motor, it will literally push the air to your right leg. You can feel the air at a stoplight. You feel the hot air blowing right off of it on your right leg. So that size works. And I'd love to borrow your little gun. And if somebody's got one in Tennessee, we'll try it.
Actually, I do have one because you're
do?
still
Bring
blowing air. You got 3 spots that are cooler than one spot that's still probably hotter than I'll get out
What's that spot?
because the fan's not blowing directly on that side.
Yeah, but it's blowing through to that side because my fans are the same size as the jugs where they're actually blowing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's blowing.
Oh, I'll see it next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do have a laser thermometer. We can check it.
In diameter.
Yeah. So if you've got a laser thermometer, let's check it and we'll see. And look, I may be 100% wrong. But my temperature gauge isn't wrong. I don't run over 205 at all, period. At a dead stop in Daytona, at a dead stop in Laconia for an hour getting down the damn mountain.
Well, hold on. In all fairness, in Laconia, the bike was also under cold rain too.
Well, not all the time, but yeah, exactly.
Florida has rain too, though, Doc. So I mean,
yeah, but it doesn't
rains down in Florida just as much.
Yeah, but it doesn't rain at Daytona. It seems like it avoids that. It rains once or twice while you're there the whole week, and it's a real flash. It's a real quick flash. But I never got over 205. Period. Doc just had a mail ghost walk.
Yep. Well, as you saw with the love jugs on, it was 180 degrees on the left side, but it was like 260 on the right.
Right.
That's an 80-degree difference on the left to right side of the heads, which can cause a lot of damage. And I've come to the conclusion I'm taking them off the bike because I'm not even keeping them connected or on. And I doubt Amsoil Adam will give me my money back on them. So I'm not even going to ask them.
I do have one question, and we'll check it when I see thumpers. But did the laser actually hit the fin or did it hit the cylinder?
I did both.
Okay.
Yeah, he
I
did a
was
great
doing
video.
both.
I watched the video and I agree.
Well, I just
with
didn't
him.
notice where the laser hit. That's all.
His fans are only like this big. They're real small. I mean,
They're 2 inches.
they look cool, but literally they're just tunneling it right there at that left side of the motor, where mine are like this big, and they're literally larger around than where they're sitting, hanging down against the jug. So they literally push through to the other side. Now, that very far surface, you're probably right. It's probably not getting as cool, but literally the fins on 180 degrees of it, only that one side fin is not getting direct air cooled. But I also have Trask vented. I have the oil cooler fans. So I've got a lot of stuff to keep the bike cool. And I
Yeah,
run
and there's no oil cooler fan available for the Lowrider S.
Yeah.
They have them for the baggers, but nothing
Yeah.
for the Softails
Why couldn't
I
you
don't know.
modify a bagger one?
because
I was
totally
about to
different
say,
oil cooler.
I think I'd modify one. S&S has an oil cooler fan where you just replace the actual oil cooler and it has the fan built into it. But yeah, I would either modify it or get an S&S oil cooler that has the fans built on them. But
we
we'll
could be
check
looking at it. We could be looking at it from a military standpoint too, there, Doc.
Such as
They always talked about thermal expansion and all that.
Yep.
You know, so we have that. We think with that,
yep.
and we may be overthinking it.
Yeah, but the thermal thermometer does not lie.
No, it doesn't. But I mean, as far as you're looking at, what was it, a 20, 30 degree difference?
60.
60. Because, yeah, I mean, it's going to fatigue the studs for sure.
Yep.
But I
causes
mean,
fatigue.
when he comes up, we'll check it.
Yeah.
Because, well, I got a laser thermometer here somewhere. I'll throw it in my saddlebag tomorrow. That way I
Make sure you
don't
got
forget.
fresh batteries in it. Hey, the extra other Floridians coming in. What's up, Florida guy?
Hey, hipster. Where's the glasses?
I'm glad you're not in your
What's
Speedo.
he only has one. It's still wet from the day of the pool.
Number's got a really.
I may not be able to pick you up.
Number's not in charge of lighting.
The motel Wi-Fi is not good.
It's
No.
Florida Wi-Fi. Florida Wi-Fi is not good anywhere.
Yeah,
Hey, look,
I'm in
man,
Florida.
I'm on Wi-Fi right now. I'm just glad to be off of no Wi-Fi
No.
in Laconia.
He is on Starlink. There's a difference.
It's still Florida.
Yeah.
I'm on
So
I'm on
Dallas
Florida.
wants to know where's your bikini, Ray?
Do what?
Dallas wants to know where's your bikini.
I've looked 3 different places. I can't find one.
The Borat bathing suit.
Yeah.
You got to go to Spencer's in the mall.
Is there an echo?
Well, there was a
I heard
reverb.
Let me see if I can fix the echo.
Well, it's gone now.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Might have been me because I was just playing.
Let's
With,
see.
I got every time somebody talks
There-
about
I had to shut
That's it.
Instagram. So
That's your earphones, Tweedle.
Hello, Tim.
yeah, because it's playing fine out of those speakers, but I don't know if the speakers are getting picked up by the mic, so I just plugged it back in. That just drive me nuts. That's all.
Mel says get
Yeah.
on Amazon.
The Kraken is your earphones. It's,
Because the funny thing is, if I turn the mic off,
They stop
it goes away.
backfeeding. You need one of them little filters that plugs into it.
Mm.
You know, the little
Yeah, I was,
foam filter things that you put in?
Yep.
you talking about one of those?
No, not the cat's ass.
Not the dead cat. but-
The thing that you put in line, you plug it into, and then it plugs into the actual unit. It filters out what you're getting, that backfeed.
Yeah, it just started recently doing it since I came back from Florida. I don't know why.
Goddamn, everybody wants to blame everything on Florida.
No, because it didn't go with me to Florida. Only the laptop went with me.
I'll be out of
Corey.
Florida in 6 days. Then y'all can talk all about Florida. I'll still be a Florida guy, but you can talk about it because I won't be here.
So you're going up to Tennessee and next week, right?
6 days we leave for Tennessee. We pull out of here the 18th or the 19th.
I don't know.
When are we booked for?
Since the 19th is
All right, so we pull out the 19th, the morning of the 19th. We land in Tennessee the 19th. It's about a 10-hour ride.
Okay.
12 in a motorhome with 2 dogs and a wife. So we'll pull out probably around 6, land at about
And how many
6.
Bucky stops?
I don't know. Typically, when I pull the 45 foot with the 2 trucks on the back, typically it's 1 fuel stop and we're there. But I know having my wife in the vehicle, it's going to be 2 to 3 fuel stops
It's not me, it's the dog.
when you don't even need fuel.
Whatever, you're full of it.
You know what? Just give all 3 of them Benadryl and throw them into bed and just load up, take off, leave them in the camper.
Yeah.
Ever have to stop to use the restroom until we need gas? I've never asked you once.
Well,
Now,
now the big important question is, you got a Dodge 5500 tow truck on call?
No, but I've got a whole bunch of listings saved for Freightliner sport chassis.
There you go.
You know, down over there in Ottawa, there's a Miller plant. They can get you a pretty good deal on a big truck.
What, a big truck like what? The sport chassis?
It's on the rig.
Yeah, Freightliner sport chassis. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't remember if they were all Freightliners, if they had Chevys too.
Oh, I don't want a Chevy or a Dodge. I want a Freightliner. I want a damn 1,000,000-mile truck.
Because you're going to be doing about 1,000,000 miles this year.
Well, I mean, we're going to
Y'all-
do as
What?
What's that, Ray?
Are you guys hearing that static?
No.
Okay. I didn't want the people listening, watching, hearing it because I'm hearing a little bit, but it's probably on my end. So
Motoring the Galaxy says got a 1929 International.
yeah, like I know how to drive an 18 speed, man. I can drive a 10 speed, but I'm not an 18 speed.
It's only 8 more gears. You're fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, but it's got like you got to figure out which gear to be in to be going up mountains or which gear to be in to turn the corners. Yeah, that's a whole different beast in itself, man.
Hey, Zen. Zen says you can pull a 5th wheel with a regular Freightliner as well.
Yeah, you can.
They just won't let us in our park.
They just won't let them in the RV parks.
Gotcha.
no doubt.
If he was intoxicated, he'd be running through the swamps in his underwear, eating a piece of cake from Publix.
Oh, there you go.
There is-
That's a nice looking
There's
rig.
a lot of people there. There is a lot of intoxicated people on the beach, though.
So then nobody can say no shit about my truck when it breaks down. Because if I bought the Dodge, it would break down this trip, and then we'd have a whole bunch of shit talking about the damn Dodge. But look, man,
I have a Dodge.
they fixed the truck. The truck runs great. They even fixed my body control module, and they're fixing my keypad Friday. I got the truck now. I got to drop it back off Friday so they can fix my keypad. And then literally The truck has no more recalls, no more issues, no more codes, no nothing. So I'm gonna drive it until either A, it screws up again, or B, we decide to pull the trigger on a Freightliner.
I would too. I'd drive the shit out
So
of it.
did they fix the camera situation?
Yep, that was the body control module. The whole body control module was shorting out.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Yep. Yep.
Was all that covered under warranty?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Evil Rick says you should try the Maxidine 20 gears and 2 shifters. No, thank you. That sounds like too much work just to drive.
Yeah, listen, it's not a problem in a straight line. The problem is when you go up a hill to know which gear to be in, high, low, which gear to, when you turn the corner, at what angle you're at, which gear to be in. That takes fucking years of pulling weight to know that shit, and I don't. So if it's not a damn, a regular vehicle 6-speed or a automatic, I'm going to be shit out of luck.
Yeah.
So the Freightliner's turning radius,
The one that was there the other day.
the Freightliner's turning radius is literally 4 foot better than the F450. The F350 and F450 are identical trucks, except the front end is heavier in a 450 and it runs 22.5-inch tires. So it has a better turning radius by like a lot, like 5-6 foot than the 350.
No kidding.
I don't have a problem with my turning radius. I pull fine. I have no problems maneuvering the truck. So I get better gas mileage than in a 450. I get a better, smoother ride because I'm not on 22.5 Akoyas and hard 16-ply sidewall tires. So I'm not jumping to a 450 after I did the research. If we jump, we're going to jump to a Freightliner that has air ride. It has air seats. It has airbags on the suspension. So I won't feel a damn thing in the truck anyways. It'll be a great ride.
Yeah, there you go.
Just heard was cha-ching, 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 cha-ching.
You ain't
Dallas
lying.
says he likes his automatic Kenworth.
Yeah, Kenworth makes it, but nobody's doing the sport chassis beds on a Kenworth yet. Peterbilt makes one too, but nobody's doing a sport chassis on one yet. The only one they're doing the sport chassis on for the RV towing is the damn Freightliners.
Yeah. Evil Rick says nothing to it. You get used to it.
Yeah, if I was an OTR.
And Corey says thought the 450 was on 19 and a halves.
No, the new ones are on 22 and a halves.
Wow. Those are some
The
big wheels.
2023s are on 22 and a half.
Those are some big wheels. Well, I do hope you guys make the rest of your tour of America without any more incidents, and the trucks perform well for you, the RV performs well for you, and the bikes just run perfect. That's my hope for the Thumpers.
Yeah, I wish I could have got into Corey's shop and had mine tuned before we go to Tennessee, but Dina needs hers tuned too. We need to have them retuned, but it is what it is. Because I changed the air cleaner and the pipes on mine. And I did a bunch of other shit to mine. And then plus we've done a bunch of shit to hers. So she needs her throttle or her clutch adjusted, or else we need to put a recluse in it because it's just too damn hard for her to pull. So we need to get her a clutch lever and a new clutch cable and have that all adjusted out.
Yep.
And then hers, I don't think when they put the pipes in the air cleaner on, they had it tuned. It doesn't have a tuner on it. So I don't think
you could go to a shop that has the Dyno Jet dynometer, and they'll charge you for the license. And so they'll tune it with the license. You just don't get a tuner with it.
Yeah, but typically you got a card or something that has the license number on it because you own the license now.
Nope, you don't get that.
It's in the bike. But typically when somebody does that stage one, they don't tune it. Or if they do and they trade it in, the dealership is more than likely going to put it back to factory and sell it. That way you come back in and spend more money with them.
Yeah, well, hers needs to be tuned because it runs fine. Don't get me wrong, but it's not what it should be.
Well, it's time to trade it in and get her the Lowrider ST.
If she's been offered it, I quit offering it. That's on
Or a
her.
Road Glide ST.
Shit, yeah, she needs a Road Glide ST.
No,
Yeah.
I would get a Pan America before I would get anything else.
She
Or
said she
I
would get a Pan America
or I
before
would
she
go
got
back
anything.
to BMW and get a GS. Sorry, guys.
Well,
Did you hear
know,
that?
what she likes.
I don't give a shit what she rides. She can ride
Exactly.
with it as long as she don't ride a Ducati.
I would go back to Ducati.
No, you will not.
I thought
No, you will not.
I might go back.
No,
to
you will
Ducati.
not.
It wouldn't be.
No, you will not.
It wouldn't be a monster. It would. Be,
Am I speaking a different language?
Oh
Y'all
my
understand
gosh,
me?
now all of
Are
a
you
sudden-
speaking gibberish?
I guess.
I guess so. It sounds like it.
Will
I
somebody
heard what you were saying, but
somebody translate this? No, you will not buy a Ducati, period.
I love my. Ducati.
Yeah,
I thought you said you don't care what she rides, and now you care.
Now he cares. Yeah.
I care about it not being a damn Ducati that has to be tweaked and fixed and tuned and every time you ride it.
Okay. So the only reason that I won't buy a Ducati is because I'm no longer employed by Ducati anymore. And that was a very nice $6,000 discount I got.
And plus you work there so they could fucking fix it every time
It was constantly
in the shop.
It was constantly in the shop.
Yes.
It was brand new.
And
No,
we
that's
will,
part of the Ducati experience.
Yes.
exactly.
It is.
And
It's
I
part
am
of the culture.
yeah.
More miles on the lift than you do on the road.
It seems like it, yeah.
And as long as I can keep her on a bike, that means I don't have to ride with the damn sofa and miserable 2-up. So she can ride that. Or toughen up, Buttercup. You got to ride the Saddleman.
I would probably go back to BMW. GS.
is she riding her own while she's up here, or y'all two up in it?
She'll ride her own.
That depends.
Okay.
I have thoughts about that too.
Oh, here she comes.
No, I have thoughts about that. So this is going to be predominantly up to y'all because this is my thing.
My thing.
This is my thing. He rides in his mirrors when I ride, and I like to ride in the back. So if all of y'all are going to ride in y'all's mirrors, worrying about the girl that's riding in the back, then I don't want to ruin y'all's ride. I'll ride 2-up. My
See, I'm the
ex-husband-
That ruins my ride.
My ex-husband
Where-
does the same thing. When they go out on rides and there's girls in the ride, they fucking hate it. He goes, we cannot stand when girls show up to ride, even though they're very good riders. It's just the male side of our brain thinks that we have to watch out for them, and it ruins our ride. And I don't want to be that girl.
So, you know,
This way, I don't look back. I don't care. I don't care what you got between your legs. If you're on a bike and you want to ride, bring your ass on and stay up.
yep. And you know what? I don't ride in my mirrors when there's a girl riding with me. You're on your own bike, ride your ride, and you know I could ride.
Yeah.
Well,
Your
in my
level?
defense, neither one of y'all have a wife that rides a bike.
I did.
just
She used to ride her own
Okay.
bike.
And you didn't ride in your mirrors. You
Nope.
didn't watch out for her.
He probably
Nope,
made her
she's a
ride.
grown adult.
There you go.
Well, I
So
try
I
to
have
make
insurance policy. So
She's a freeborn American female who's a grown adult who chose to ride on a motorcycle. Ride your ride.
It says
you got to remember something. Women burn their bras, gain their freedom. So you got to treat them just like you would treat a guy.
absolutely. I don't have a problem
So
with that.
let them. You know, if they're
Hey,
don't
falling
like
behind,
her.
they fall
Better
behind.
than
If they
your, like,
don't, they'll keep up.
you don't like me, whatever.
Hey,
No.
let's all give XAN a big congratulations. He broke 150 subscribers today.
Yeah.
Congratulations, XAN. I toast this to you, buddy.
I'll be right back there. Just hold up, XA, and I'll catch up to you.
Why do
So
you think
I'm going. I would say I'm going the other direction, but I'm stepping up slowly.
so? I've heard you mention that before. Why do you think that you slid back? Like, what is it a thing?
Oh no, I did. After Daytona Bike Week, when I left, I was at 235. Dropped down to 226 and went back up, went back down, went back up, went back down. Now I'm back to 247. So I'm going in the right direction now.
I thought maybe you were talking about a significant number.
Well,
But
look,
that's just bot.
look. So we've noticed it too. Like, we'll go on somebody's page, and I'm like, "Oh, we're subscribed to that," and she's like, "No, we're not." And I'm like, "Yes, we are." I watch his videos, so she goes to his page and sees where we watch videos because there's the red line under it where I watched the video, and I know I was subscribed to it, and it unsubscribed us, so we had to resubscribe to, and it's been 5 or 6 different channels that we've ran across.
Yep.
And if I don't watch your shit regularly, I have to go back and think, "Oh shit, no, I'm not." So I think I was about to say I think Facebook does that shit to you. I think YouTube does that. It just cancels your ass.
It's weird with YouTube. I try not to put too much thought in it, but during that whole time, I dropped a lot of money for new programs, music, and all that crap to try to step up the videos. And it's just like looking at it, I'm like, dude, I just wasted my money because I'm going in the wrong daggone direction.
Well,
So
one thing I've learned, it's the quality is always a good part of it, but it's the topic that you do.
Well, I mean, my best video is how to roll a bedroll.
Yeah.
When I got asked to do that video, I was like, "You're playing, right?" I really thought the lady was playing with me. And she's like, "No, seriously." I'm like, "Well, all right. This video is going to get a whole 5 views." And it's like my best viewed video right now. I'm like, what the?
So if you haven't subscribed to DDK yet, go subscribe to him. He's at 99. He needs one more to make 100 so he could, claim his custom URL and all the other fun stuff that comes with having 100 subscribers.
DDK, Mrs. Thumper's going to hook you up with her 30.
No, I don't have 30.
Whatever. She's got like.
He's going to need 2 because I'm unsubscribing from his crabby ass.
She's got you. She's still got you, DDK.
I'm subscribed. Even got the bell turned on. See?
What is it?
DDK is probably like, I'm going to go slash his tires tonight.
DDK_10.
Wow. I've been subscribed to DDK for a while. He puts out some good videos. Like I enjoyed watching his build. There you go. You broke 100. There you go, DDK. As soon as they do something, I'm subbing.
Does anybody hear me on this thing?
Yeah, I can hear you. Welcome back, PA.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Sorry about the delay. I was out with dinner with the family and come to my mother-in-law's for the night and running off of her internet, and I'm not sure how good it is with my phone. So, I did try to do a live thing today.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Doc.
PA is now in Connecticut, guys. PA Bikers
here
up in
10 days.
Connecticut.
Yeah, back in my home state.
Probably.
He's actually at 102 subs now.
There you go.
Talking about subs, I tried to do a live feed on my way here. It wouldn't let me do it because I didn't have enough subs. I guess you got to have more than
live.
50.
That's on YouTube, though.
Yeah, right, correct. So I
up,
did
YouTube's
a
live
Facebook.
How many subs do we have?
Yeah.
Like YouTube Live
I
goes
did a
way different than
Facebook thing and
Streamyard
tried
Live.
downloading it. Yeah. Oh, okay. Because I tried doing it from Facebook, but there was no option to go to from your Facebook to send it to live to Facebook. I mean YouTube, but
You can
so
if
I
you
just
use
ended up
StreamYard.
doing a live on Facebook and realized.
Yeah, you need to
Hey,
get
Yeah. Now
StreamYard
I
set up.
know
And
Nori,
that you
check
just
your
told me. I'm
Instagram,
going to try to
Nori.
do that tomorrow.
Nori, check your Instagram.
So what do you do? Go to StreamYard and then.
Yeah, you have to register for StreamYard. There's a free version of it.
So, Doc, did you have a
Yeah.
good time in Gettysburg?
Absolutely, I did. I mean, come on, you're right at the pinnacle battle of the Civil War
Great.
because
I had a good time.
the Army of the Potomac, which is the North, lost every engagement or every major battle up till that point.
Do I need to put up the screen?
And so, you know, that was the first victory that
Right.
the Northern Army had, which changed the direction of the Civil War. Lee, the Confederate Army, Lee lost half his army in those 3 days.
Is that a comma or a period?
You know,
It looks like a comma.
so
Why? Yeah. Just don't even put it in. All right.
Right.
here's Thumper's channel.
You
So,
know, when
yeah,
they
it
were
was
doing the
great. I enjoyed it.
reenactment up there, they said the heat index was the same that when they had the war.
Yep.
What's Thumper's channel?
What's Thumper's channel? Right there. If you want to subscribe to it.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, but I'm already subscribed.
Yeah,
Oh,
me
okay.
too. What did you think of the vendors?
The vendors are what they are for that rally. There are a lot of local vendors. There's some that do travel that you see at other rallies. It's not a major rally, so you're not going to get Clockworks there. You're not going to get S&S. You're not going to get Vance and Hines.
I didn't know you.
You're not going to get the big major vendors there. You know, Fairing Exchange is
Yeah.
there. He's a premier vendor.
Mm-hmm.
But he does it smart. It's on his way to, now it's on his way up to
Exactly.
Milwaukee, and then from Milwaukee out to Sturgis.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, yes.
Right. You know, the same way with. Yeah.
You lost me, PAs. What are you trying to say, buddy? A lot of quiet.
Yeah. Gettysburg was pretty good too, I thought. I mean, the Harley place. There was a lot more vendors at
Down at Vendor Village, yes. There was a lot more vendors.
I said
vendors
there was
there.
a lot more vendors at Gettysburg.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're
I
going
gotta
in and
check
out.
my mic. How do I do that?
No, your mic's fine. I
Right,
think it's
that's
your
up.
connection. You're going in and out.
How's that? Any better?
That's about the same.
Yeah. I think it's because of I'm going to go off and try to get onto her Wi-Fi.
Okay.
I don't know if that will help. All right. I'll be back.
Okay.
Famous last words of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I'll be back.
Get in the chopper.
It's a tumor.
So the Thumpers have got this linked up on their channel. Awesome.
Yeah, we learned that trick.
No, you just did.
I did. I learned that trick. So that everybody that does lives, you can link to your channel, and your subscribers will see it that you're live, and send them to the live. I was watching somebody's YouTube is how I figured it out.
Okay.
Um,
University.
StreamYard allows you to do it. YouTube doesn't allow you to do it, but if you use StreamYard, anybody using StreamYard can actually go up to the top right corner and they'll see the little icon, their little icon, and they can link it. And you'll title it and you'll do a description and it'll link. And then your subscribers, like Kimberly Sinclair, she is off of my page. Now she'll see Tweedle's live. She'll see Doc's. And if she likes y'all or likes your content, she can subscribe, or we can tell her to subscribe to y'all to help everybody out. You know what I'm saying?
The only thing that's going to happen is tomorrow I'll get a report that you guys have a video that's 100% matched to mine. So if you've monetized it, I could just put a copyright.
You get monetized, not me.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you guys
copyright, right. So like what they said is when you have that, leave it there because you get monetized. If you click yes, it's a copycat, then they take it off of my page.
Yep.
Which I mean, you can do that too. I don't care that it comes or goes.
I don't care either.
It was just the way that they were saying helps other channels to build other channels. So I tried it when I got on your live.
Yep.
We did not get a tan. That is the world famous gliding on twos.
What's up, Nori? What's up?
Totally different leagues there.
What's going on? What's going on?
Speaking of somebody who's in the 1,000 subscriber club.
Yep. Just a little bit over now. That's good. I haven't been making too much videos lately. Been busy.
I've noticed.
Hey, last 4 or 5 weeks it's just been all testing. So that's what I've been concentrating on.
Hell month for you, right?
Say again?
Hell month for you. A month of hell.
Yep. I got what's today? Wednesday. I got the rest of this week and next week, and then I'll be done.
Then you graduate.
Yep.
Awesome.
What do you walk out of MMI with?
Knowledge.
Education.
we definitely hope that, but what certificates do you walk out with? Like, are you Harley level certified, or are you?
So you walk out with MMI certificate, Harley certified technician, if you pass all the assessments,
right?
And then really that's about it.
And a big
you don't
bill.
walk out with anything else, and a big bill for the school and for tools.
Oh yeah, because they bring in the SnapOn or the Mac truck, and then you get set up with them, and now you've got a weekly payment with them.
Yep.
Yeah.
People buying, anywhere between $6,000 and $12,000 worth of tools, SnapOn tools. Yep.
Who's your SnapOn guy,
Does
Bob?
everybody hear me better?
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear you now. Is it Bob or George, your SnapOn guy?
No, it's a guy called Todd Christie.
Okay.
Yeah, schools like that have different Snap-on dealers that just handle.
In Florida, it's a truck, and that truck gets that area. It's 100%.
Same in Connecticut, but the trade schools have a different representative than the ones that go to all the garages and shops.
Yep.
No, I'm pretty sure Todd goes to all the garages and the shops in that territory.
Right, garages, but not the trade schools. Trade schools is a totally different contract because they buy at a student rate, not
Correct.
Right. So they're paying like 80% of the price of the tools, not 100% like the garages are.
Yep.
If you're paying 100% at the garage, you a fool. You can talk them down because they own them tools, so you can talk them down.
Yep, you can, but the students have their own contracts with SnapOn and all that.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know. I looked into it, and it's, being a dealer, and I was talking about, because I went to trade schools, and they're like, no, you can't go there because that's a totally separate rep that handles that. Even though it's in your area of responsibility that you own, they have their own separate rep.
Still
that's
Ace
set up-
Hardware and pick up Craftsman.
Yep. Well, I don't think Ace is carrying that anymore, or Lowe's isn't. Somebody's is dropping the Craftsman line.
Well, they're
Lowe's
still
actually
full right
Recommended
now.
better, gentlemen.
Yeah, Lowe's
Home
is still
Depot.
carrying Craftsman right now.
Yeah. Home Depot dropped them. Lowe's still carries them.
Everybody's digitalizing.
What's that,
Dan, you're
Theo?
right. Some Harbor Freight tools are pretty good.
Yep.
I've had some that
but not
broke.
much.
Yeah.
Well, you know that the Harbor Freight tool line Icon is made by SnapOn.
Really?
Mm,
Yep. Just at a discounted price because
You can get
they
the
changed
gold
the name
one.
to Icon.
Yeah.
So it's owned by Blue Point. Icon's owned by Blue Point.
The Snap-on line.
Yeah. Blue Point owns SnapOn.
Yep. I mean,
I didn't know that.
They're all the same, just different price points.
Yeah. Well, probably
Cheaper
different.
metal.
Yeah. I was about to say different hardening of the metal.
Yep. Keep losing PA Biker. I don't know what's going on with his internet.
Sorry, you needing that?
Yeah. I got some more work to do.
Well, I'm saving it for you.
Well, I'll come pick it up in September.
Because
So what's your plan after
I
Nori,
just
you-
threw
I
mine on my
remember-
helmet.
I remember, Nori, when you were on as my special guest, you're talking about going back home and opening up a shop and working for yourself. Is that still the plan, or you're thinking other places?
So far that's still kind of the plan. I already got a couple jobs lined up for when I get back.
Okay.
So I've been working that angle already, and of course doing my business license and trying to get some of these veteran grants for businesses out there in South Carolina.
Yep. The small
That's all-
business
that's-
grants that the VA offers. I
Yep,
think
that's
it's
all
like
I've been
100
doing.
grand.
Yeah, that's all I've been doing the last, freaking 5-6 weeks is concentrating on that and all my exams and my labs and all that. So, yeah, you ain't been
Tell
seeing
them
me
I
on
said, hey.
YouTube that often.
They'll probably be like, who?
Say what?
I was telling Keith to tell him, I said, hey,
Oh,
I do got an idea of something I'm going to be doing with one of these.
So
Somebody
that's
else
cool.
knows about it, and they better get off their ass before I do it.
Nori, so
'Cause
if you're
it's
going to
gonna
look
be funny.
into opening your own shop and using the VA small business grant, I think it's like 100 grand. When you go to open
Yep.
a shop, that 100 grand goes fast.
oh yeah, believe me, it does. I mean, things start adding up quick. You're
'Cause you're
talking
buying
about,
equipment,
like lifts, tire
Tire
changers,
machines,
balancers.
everything.
That stuff goes really quick.
Well, if you ever need to get one of those airlifts going, let me know. Come pick it up.
So Nori, I got a question to ask you. When you went through the tire balancing and stuff at school, did you guys talk about balance beads at all, or just the dynamic balancing with the spin balancer?
We did talk about the balance bees, but for some reason, these folks, they're against it, man. The Harley folks are against balance bees for some reason. So of course, we're still using the wheel weights.
Well, my whole argument to that is, you could take a brand new tire and you could spin balance it and get it to balance out. You ride 500 to 1,000 miles, put that wheel back on the balancer, it's out of balance.
Yep.
Where the balance beats are always self-correcting. But
They
Dallas
are.
has the
They're
best.
constantly self-correcting.
Dallas has the best comment for you, Nori. But you also need a humidor in there also,
Well,
because I know you're a
what he
cigar
put
guy.
there? Oh yeah. A humidor definitely is going to go in there.
He's saying you should get a margarita machine too.
Yep.
Well, I got a bar at the garage. That's where I'm starting out from right now.
Is this any better?
Yeah. Seems it.
For now.
Yeah. So that's awesome, Nori. That's good information.
I'm
You gave
hoping
me about
it is
the
better.
balance
Okay.
beats and stuff.
All right.
So
I
this
had
is-
to do a few things. Her internet. They're doing that new internet here where she lives, and
These are all the companies that fall under the SnapOn name.
Oh, no kidding.
Yep.
Hey, the process is here. Hello, process.
what is that?
I wonder
It
if
is-
they make that pewter tool and sell at Harbor Freight, because I never looked there.
Blue and
What tool you looking for?
The one that go
Wow.
in and change all your settings, where you can click the boxes and turn on cruise.
Well, you're
and
talking
rate.
about
the
the
digital technician.
yeah, digital tech.
the digital tech. Well, that's a Harley Davidson program. Like basically, you can't get your hands on a digital tech unless you work in a dealership.
Not true.
We found one. Well, actually, Doc
Well,
found one.
You can
Not
buy
I could get
the
digital
licensing
technician
for it.
from SnapOn, who is contracted through Harley Davidson, and
Well, now you're
There's-
talking the actual digital technician too,
yes.
or are you talking about the little Snap-on
No, I'm
Yeah.
talking
little
one that
scan
goes
tool
on
that they have?
your desktop, on your computer or your laptop. It's the Harley Davidson program. It's all through SnapOn, and it's $6,000.
Yes,
I
yes,
found-
you are correct. And I think it's
And
like $3 to $4 grand every year for the licensing, or something like that.
It's every 2 years, and it's $1,000 for a license upgrade. All the Harley shops
Yep.
I talk to don't even use it,
No, I mean
and they
they're
turn
barely
me
using
on.
it.
They told me about the one they use, and it's like $800 to $800 to $900, and you
Yep.
get free software support and upgrades for 4 years.
Not the digital tech. You're talking about the other one that they've been using.
Yep. It does everything that digital technician could do, except for update the radio and nav. But you could do that with a thumb drive.
Yeah, you can.
I'm glad I don't work on bikes enough to know that I need some $6,000 technician tool.
Well, I have a workaround for it, because the most
okay,
important
Doc,
thing
I
for
have
me
a question
is,
for you.
all right, hold on, let me finish my thought here. The most important thing for me is
You're not hearing
programming the ECU with the new tire pressure monitoring valve stems, if I replace those, and opening up the ABS system to bleed the ABS brakes.
Can you delete that from the ECU?
No. You have, if you have ABS brakes or the link brake system, you have to hook up a digital technician of some sort with the key on to properly bleed out that system.
Right.
Yep.
That's why I had to take my bike
Oh.
after I did the handlebars to Corey at Doc's Performance so that he could do that. But what I'm
Yep.
saying is, Can you delete the ABS system?
You can.
Yes, you can.
You
You can
can.
with the digital tech. You can not delete it. You can shut it off.
Yep.
Right. Well, I meant eliminate it to where you don't have to run ABS.
Yes. Yes, but you will lose your RDRS with that. You'll lose your traction control, your stability control.
I don't have that. I don't have that. I don't have that.
Have
Actually,
all of it.
I don't have
What
none of
year's
that
your
shit, but I have ABS.
what year's your
Well,
bike?
An 18 Road King, but it's a Road King, so it doesn't have any of that.
You're right. It doesn't.
Yeah. So it just has ABS, which accidental braking system.
So just take off your damn wheel speed sensors and put on
Yeah,
regular,
but then you get all these idiot
regular
lights on your
bearings.
dash, right?
Well, you
You
get
get
Well,
the
you do like we
ABS.
do in Tennessee. Put some black electrical tape over the light. Problem solved.
You get
Hello,
you
Steve
get your
Turner.
ABS light to come on.
Yeah, I don't want that on because then I think something's wrong. I just
Well,
don't want
something
to
is
grab
wrong.
on. Yeah.
Well, let me tell you. I mean, I wouldn't delete the ABS anyway. I mean, well, let me take that back. My 13 Street Glide has ABS and it's not working right now, so I deal with that light. It doesn't bother me anymore. But
Anymore.
I mean,
And
at
they
first
don't
it
ride
did,
it.
you know.
Yeah,
But-
that's what I'm saying. Takes time to get over that fucking idiot light aggravating the shit out of you.
Well, he don't ride it because he has another bike that he stays on.
Nah. See, I'm too poor to
I
own
ride
multiple
Ruby
lights.
still.
Yeah, I would stick with the 2.5 inches, 2.5
I
ounces.
don't
Not
have
after
y'all-
she tried to kill you going back to Florida.
Exactly.
Yeah, she
I don't
did.
have. I don't have any YouTube royalty money like y'all do, where y'all own multiple bikes. I have one.
PA, what
I
was your
wish
question, buddy?
I wish I had some royalty.
I'll wait till everybody's done.
Doug, what's your question?
Okay. Got my eyes on something. I'm thinking about buying a bike.
Okay.
And I know it's not your favorite bike, but it comes with a tuner. Okay. The tuner's inside the saddle bag. How do I know if that tuner is still connected to that bike?
Most tuners, if it's in the saddlebag, it's not physically connected, but it's probably married to
Yeah,
the
it's
bike.
not fit.
So it's
Right.
married
Okay.
to the
So
bike.
how do I? Why would they have a tuner on? It's an Indian Scout 60. I know you don't like Indians. I get it.
Well, they probably
Um,
changed. They probably changed the exhaust. They probably changed the intake.
They
They
did.
maybe put cams
Yep.
in it. So that's why they would need a tuner.
Okay. So I
And they
guess
probably put it
my
in a
thought was
saddlebag so they don't lose it.
Yep.
right.
And
Right.
it's already married to the bike. They can't use it on anything else.
Okay. So that tuner is for that bike and that bike only.
Correct.
Okay. All right. That's what I was asking. Because I really did like the bike. It's a great beat around town bike. Saves on the wear and tear of my bike. So now, how do I know if it's once it's connected no matter what? You know,
Yep.
married to the bike.
Yep.
Okay.
All you gotta do is
All right,
plug
that's
it
what-
in. It's probably an FP3. You can put the app on and then Bluetooth it to, and it should pull everything up. But you still may have to have a license for that yourself.
Nope.
I don't know how they do
Not
those.
for the app. As long
For
as
so
you
you'll
got
be able to put the
tuner,
app on there and
that's
go
the
right
license.
into it.
Yep.
Okay.
I know the bike is a lot quicker than it should be.
Dallas.
When I took it for a
It's kinda
ride, I was
racist,
like,
buddy.
holy
So
shit.
let's rephrase it. You're not looking at buying an Indian. You're looking at buying a Polaris.
Well, yeah, that's what they are. 10-4 on that. Hey, I give it to you. You're right. I'm surprised you're not kicking me off for this one.
Nah.
Put me in the green room.
They'll
Nah.
just put
It
you
was
on
actually a
mute.
birth. Yeah. It was actually a birthday gift from the wife, so it is what it is.
Well,
when
congratulations.
I was going through when I was going through the bike and checking it out and opened up the saddlebags, I seen this tuner, and I'm like, huh. And I'm looking at the pipes. It's got shorty pipes on it, and I'm like, okay, so obviously there was some kind of work to this bike done.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay,
Well,
so that-
congratulations
thank
on
you
your
for that.
birthday gift.
Yeah, yeah. I will not ride with you with it.
I don't
You
care.
gotta ride
No.
it like you stole it.
PA, I don't
Oh, yeah, I
care.
steal
Ride your
everything.
ride. You want to ride with me? I don't care. I've ridden with a guy who
Yep.
had a Honda Rebel 250.
Hey, we
didn't
got
go
one of them
very
too.
fast. We didn't go very fast, but we went and we rode and we had a good time.
You-
And that's all that matters.
You know, my thing is, I don't care what you ride. If your knees are in the breeze and you got a smile on your face, who cares?
Yep, I agree.
What I tell my wife all the time.
Yep. That's why she's going to buy a Ducati without you
Yep.
knowing.
She won't be my wife. It'll be somebody else.
Oh, come on now.
Maybe somebody else is just going to have a road king come with her. Watch it.
I'll buy
She,
another
she
one. I
might be a
don't
little bit faster than you then.
On a Ducati? Absolutely. Depending on the Ducati.
At my age, it's not a race anymore.
I'm pushing
Excuse me 1 minute, gentlemen. I got to run to the men's room.
I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
There we go. Damn it.
His bike has a tuna.
Yep. His bike has a tuna. Get the tuna. Oh, it's good for him. I wonder what submodel his Polaris is. Because the model's Indian. The submodel would be like a Scout or a Chieftain or a Chief or whatever. Because the manufacturer's Polaris.
So what? He got a Polaris.
Yeah.
He's got
For his
a
birthday?
Polaris Indian Scout.
Well,
I bet
we
it's
don't
a
know
Chief.
what the
I don't think he would. He's too damn old to
Said
be a
Scout.
Scout. Oh, it is a
He
Scout.
said Scout, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, I could have swore he said Scout.
Well, we'll find out when he comes back.
Oh,
Hey,
Dennis
somebody
Hopper-
up here. I think it was
So
Evil.
is it, what submodel Polaris is that?
Say that again.
What submodel Polaris is that bike?
Oh, by Polaris now, I guess. I don't know.
Well, it's a Polaris Indian Scout.
It's a
Is it
Scout.
Chieftain?
It's an Indian Scout 60.
Oh, okay.
Now, Polaris owns Indian, as we know.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you see
And
Evil's
Victory.
question about the how many beads do you recommend?
Yes.
Okay.
I
I didn't
think
know.
for the back tire, 2.5 inches, 2.5 ounces. I did see that. I briefly.
I think it's a front
mentioned
tire is
it.
what he's asking. Yeah, he says 2 ounces for the front.
Front, yes. But yeah, I told Noggin to go 2.5 in the front because his tire is wider.
Yep.
Than a normal.
That's what it looks like. PA.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's an Indian Scout 60. It's what they're called.
Nice.
My wife's got the 2021 bone stock.
Ray, you've been there for like a week now, buddy. What the crap?
He just figured out he could use the damn hotel internet. Yes, Ray, they do offer free Wi-Fi.
Yes.
Even the Roach motels offer you free Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Open the Internet Explorer first. That way you can get it logged in, then leave that open. Then go and then get on StreamYard. He's a dark horse.
He's been baking in that Florida sun is the problem.
Yeah, that's the problem. And
Well,
he's wearing those hipster glasses. The 80s called they want the
Yep.
sunglasses back.
I think he's turned hipster. That's the problem.
Mooch, we
'Cause
have
it's
a
hot up
fix for that.
Next thing we know, he's going to be clean shaven, He's going to wear low-rise jeans that are skin tight. And we won't recognize Ray.
He's gonna be wearing skinny jeans.
Hey, Mr.
Low
Thumper,
rise
did you
skinny
get your
jeans.
truck fixed?
Yes, sir.
Good. All the codes are gone.
Every one of them. The last thing left is the door lock. I guess when it grenaded, because I decided I was gonna keep going until it actually put me on the side of the road. The body control module went out in it. Also started short circuiting because shit was just going right.
Mhm.
So they didn't know that. So when they brought it back, when I brought it back down to Florida, it didn't have any of my cameras, any of the like tow haul selector switch wouldn't come on. A lot of
Right.
shit just wasn't working, but the truck was running fine. I took it to Ford here and said, "Hey, what's going on? Here's who fixed it. Here's the receipts. And here's the email saying that they'll take care of anything that they might have did wrong." And she turned it over to her techs. Her techs come back. It was the body control module was shorting out, causing it to fail.
Spending to quit. Yeah.
So they replaced the body control module. The only thing left they got to replace is now the keypad on the door, where it shorted that out too. It burnt that up. So it'll all be fixed come Friday.
Nice.
But I have
Hey,
the truck.
you don't need door locks unless you got, as long as you got a Glock, you don't need door locks.
No. It's the keypad on the side of the door so you can get in.
Oh, got
The
you,
door
got
locks
you.
work.
Sorry.
The auto start works. Everything works on the truck except that keypad doesn't light up or doesn't function. So she ordered a
got
new
you.
keypad. Friday they'll pop it in, and I'll be done. Everything will be fixed, and I'll be headed to Tennessee that Wednesday or Thursday.
Just remember,
Congratulations.
that was all because of bad fuel, they said.
Yeah.
Initially.
It cost me
Wow.
$500 to figure out it was not bad fuel.
Yeah,
Are they
that's
gonna
still
give you
better
that
than
money back?
13 grand.
So is the body control modules what caused the whole issue?
My cameras were working when the fuel pump exploded and sent all my cameras were working. All my tow haul was working because I literally put it in tow haul to go up the mountains.
Yep.
There in PA and Jersey and all of that. So it was working, but I think when they pulled the cab off, they shorted it out more than likely.
Yep.
Because they had to pull my cab
Dang.
off to do the fuel rails and all the fuel lines and all of that shit.
Damn, I hate you had to go through that.
Yeah,
I
he
got
got
it.
stuck up in Laconia for what, 23 days?
26 days I was telling you. Yes, DDK, we are riding Friday. You come get me. We'll go wherever the hell you want to go. Or you tell me where to meet you and I'll ride there. I got GPS. I can figure it out. But
So
I'm
you got to
staying
come to
where
Pennsylvania.
PK likes taking people on pothole roads, so just a heads up. If
I got
he goes in a pothole, just don't worry about it. He'll come out of that pothole about half a mile down the road.
Well, you could fill it with Dallas. He could stand there and push the tires up.
Wow.
we have suspension technologies on both our bikes, so we'll be fine. We can hit your potholes.
Don't say that. I gotta dodge them. They're like that freaking deep. The suspension will be fine, but the rim and the tire, nah, probably not so much.
Yeah,
Different story then.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Dan, let's not hit any of them damn roads, please, because I need my tires.
You see that? Be ready for the 90s and 150% humidity.
Well, shit, that's what we got down here in Florida.
I was about to
Yeah,
say,
that
we're in
ain't
the
no different.
hundreds and 150, 200% humidity.
They'll be fine up here.
Let's try this.
The hipster himself.
Uh-oh.
I ain't no. I'm just living in a nation.
So, Ray, when you shaving your beard and getting skinny jeans?
See, this damn internet. Wife said, I told you when we first got here that what the password was. So I wasn't listening to you. I mean,
I can't wear a hat backwards. I look like some Jewish beanie or something.
who, me?
You look like Fred Durst.
Here, and I can. Yeah, who? Thumper does. Yeah.
So, Ray.
Hey, gentlemen, I want to get off this and visit with the family for a little bit.
All right, Keith. Thanks for coming on, buddy.
Yeah, thank you. And I'm going to try to come up to see you before I leave.
All right, I'm leaving Friday morning, so I'll be here tomorrow.
Oh,
all day.
That's right. Maybe we'll see what happens. Maybe tomorrow or something. See what the wife's got planned. She got nothing planned. Maybe I'll jump in the cage and come up.
Yep.
All right,
Right
brother.
on.
Hey,
All right,
guys.
peace.
Peace.
It.
Yeah. So, Ray, you gonna shave the beard and get some low-rise skinny jeans?
Dude, I don't shave my beard for nobody.
Really? He's gonna tell me forget you, and I'm wearing your damn shirt.
My
Well,
wife.
I guess I know what I'm gonna clean my bike with tomorrow.
With the blue and the white one.
Yep. One
Use
will
the
be for
white
the
one
rest.
on the
One will be
wheels.
for the rest.
Hello, Hills.
Yeah,
I
they're
can't see that.
How's that
just
vacation,
repainted
Ray?
my street, and they missed a big gap going into the town down the street.
What
Hey,
roads
Hells,
is he
check
talking about?
your Instagram, Hells.
Zen, what roads are you talking about? That's all I need is some damn roads to take out my trailer tires.
Sorry, guys. I still can't see anybody.
No?
Open your eyes.
I was about to say, we see you. We hear you.
Quit drinking. Would you have 2 near beers?
Damn. Where's your dinosaur glasses at?
Damn, Dallas is on a freaking roll tonight.
Yeah, he is. Okay, Ray. Thanks for popping in. Poor guys. I know that pain, man, when I was down in Daytona.
Yeah, my internet sucked down there.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's internet sucked down there.
Everybody's.
Unless you were up at, 3 in the morning till 7 in the morning, then you were fine.
Get Starlink. Shit works.
Well, I'm not going to get it just for, a week every year.
You can turn it on and off. Literally.
How both of them started. Hells don't sell Groms.
You want another one, Bob?
Sure.
All right. I'll take yours.
So, Hells, check your Instagram, buddy. You got an invite in there.
He's over there bullshitting. I want a Grom or one of them little monkeys.
You want a little Honda Monkey? You're
Yeah,
a little big to be riding a Honda Monkey.
I don't care. I think it'd be funny as hell.
It would be.
I'll
You're like a
have
monkey fucking a football. It would be.
I'm all right. I'll fuck that football just to ride it around.
Chris will yell at him.
Yes, you can't be mean to little kids.
Yes.
Alice wants a Grom with a tour pack.
Grom with a tour. I thought that's not his new bike.
They make that conversion kit for the Grom that makes it look like a street glide.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Is it for midgets?
Yeah. Well, it'd be perfect size for Dallas.
I was about to say Dallas could get one.
Yeah. He might tippy toe it at the stoplights and Let's see, he says I don't have a shirt on. So
Nori put pants on to come on, okay? So
yeah.
Drew has made shirtless lives famous.
Don't lie to her, man. I ain't got no pants on. I just put on a shirt.
Oh,
Where is Droop in his shirtless self?
I don't know.
mhm.
So Zen said he forgot what interstate, but noticed that the interstates are bad, pulling 40,000 loads. So all the interstates are bad.
Well, I'm not pulling
Yeah.
40,000, thank God. Only 22 plus my truck.
That stuff look like
A Batwing Grom. Yep.
Yeah, somebody had it on Instagram.
Yeah, I saw that. I was laughing when I saw that. It says 75 through Chattanooga was a bit rough.
wasn't that bad when I came through, but that was what 2 months
Well,
ago.
you're going on a motorcycle. He's pulling, a land
Yeah.
yacht behind his yacht.
Hey, just do the typical, out of state thing. Get in the left lane with your toy hauler and do the speed limit.
Oh my God. I freaking hate that shit.
Yeah.
That's what was happening to me.
Hey, speaking
Then
of
people
which,
look at you like you're wrong.
speaking of which, Droop is like Beetlejuice. You mentioned his name 3 times, and bam, there he is.
And he shows up.
What up,
I guess
Droop?
I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for Dallas to pull in my driveway, take my health shirt before I clean the bike with it.
I don't think you'll clean your bike with it. I'm calling you out.
Hey, you're right. I got microfiber towels for that.
You ain't got to worry about me cleaning anything with anything because I don't clean the bikes.
No, you use that bug slide all the time.
When it gets really bad.
Still got bug guts on my fairings. But my front forks are worse because I did half-ass wipe it down.
Hey, Nora, you're being asked out on a date.
Yeah, we need to hang out, man. This is like my last weekend in town.
Yeah. Droop, we're talking about everything and anything under the sun, my friend. Whatever,
No, trust me, your nuts have been washed off that bike. I say that, and knowing him, he might try to come up here in the middle of the night and do
I
it
got
again.
about 5,000 miles of bugs on that road glide right now.
There you go. he cleaned your bike with his nuts. That's funny. But you've cleaned it since then, right?
Yeah. I washed several times. Hey, Dallas.
Sweeter than polished that bike about 10 times already.
I don't have no problem catching catfish, but see, there's another one. All in the same night.
There's your mini Harleys, your mini Batwings.
Yep. They need to. I don't think I've ever. They don't sell them here that I know of. That's out there in what, Asia somewhere?
I don't know, but I know they make a kit for them that you can buy.
Hello, Frogzilla.
They make more money if they made a road glide.
Riding on 3s, what wireless phone mount did you get? Did you get the one from Ciro?
I would definitely get one of those for my kid.
Dude, I get one just to ride it around.
Is that what he's going to ride to high school?
Yep.
So have y'all seen the X440 they're making, Harley's making? It looks like the old 70s Honda.
Yes.
Ray? Tomorrow. I get it tomorrow, Ray.
What you getting tomorrow?
Watch one now.
I'm picking up my windshield tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
The one I showed you.
Shit.
It's the
Yep.
track.
So
I'm a
I'll
crystal
make
ball
sure I
person,
send
too.
you pictures if it's really nice and dark, just so you can flip
Yeah,
me off again.
Because the clock, I got the Clockworks one on there now, and it's supposed to be dark tint. Man, no, it ain't dark tint, dark smoke, whatever the hell they want to call it. I can still see through it, so it ain't dark nothing.
Well, I had it in my hands today in front of my face, and it was dark. But it to me, it seemed like it was a little darker than what yours showed. So I'm not gonna say for sure.
Hello,
Well,
Cure.
we'll see if it's the same as that picture.
Hello, cure for what's that? Parkinson's? Nice. Yeah. Hello, welcome to the show. Let's see. Running through the did unpack.
How many-
Yeah,
How
right.
many miles you got on the road right now?
Slacked.
About the same as what you got there with when you first took off to go back to Tennessee?
No,
I've got 100 miles more.
no, I'm right at 3, almost at 3. Actually, I'm under by a little bit, but I'll have 3 here soon. I gotta put
You
more
should have
miles
been
on
at
it
you
this
should have
week.
been at that number already. You're slacking.
Well,
Well, you know,
you
he's,
ain't up here. You ain't up here to ride with me because whenever we're together, we keep the roads hot.
hey, Nori,
Yep.
you got to remember, he's working that very tough job every morning.
Yeah.
It's hard
Yeah.
getting out of
Tell me
bed
about it.
every day.
Dude, I
Yeah.
don't know what it is, man. Down in Florida, 7:30, 8 o'clock, 8:30, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Here, man, I ain't getting up until
The crack of noon.
freaking 10:30, 11. Feel like I need to move.
Hello, Dez. How you doing?
Des is
Hello.
here. Hello, Des. Getting
Where
on
is
the
she
bike
at
and
now?
listening in. Right on.
Oh, she's not gonna respond. She's getting on the bike. Woo. Don't text and drive.
I think
text
she's like
and
in
ride.
Ohio or something like that now.
Yeah, she's all over the place. I have a hard time keeping up wherever she is.
Isn't she at like the 120th or on her way to
No, she won't
BAM or
make
something?
that, she said.
You
She's
don't
at the
know. You
Harley
don't know
Davidson
what Des.
Museum.
Mm,
She's at the HD
Oh, yeah.
Museum.
Yeah, the one that's closing in Iowa, I think. Yeah, streaming and writing's allowed, no problem.
Isn't that what John does? He does lives on his motorcycle.
Riding on 3 does.
Yeah.
I don't have freaking data connection to do something like that. I've tried. Didn't work out too well.
You got to turn on your hotspot. Maybe it'll work better.
How's the hotspot going to work when I'm out in the backwood country? With no heck cell service.
Get your
That's
ass
why
out
you
the
got to
back
get
of the
one of
country.
those with the, what do they call that? The mobile data.
Actually, I need to get a different carrier.
Yeah, because you got what you got again? You got some off the wall.
I
cell
got
phone
Boost.
carrier.
Well, I got
Yeah,
Boost,
there
and they
you
run
go.
off Verizon towers, but and I noticed too because originally I had an LG phone and had service and everything was good, but when I went to the Galaxy, service sucks. Something with the Galaxies, I guess.
You don't want to know why? Because they're probably not running no. What is it? They probably didn't change the dang on things in your area to 5G. So if you're still running 4G, it's gonna suck.
I still run
Yeah.
4G.
And yours probably suck too.
Somebody got jokes. Okay.
Calling you out.
Well, I got jokes.
Don't, hey, whatever you do, don't do a noggin and call hells out to a race.
My phone is an iPhone 11 and it's
All he
running
has to do,
software.
all he has to do is remember the red light to the bridge. He knows he better not sleep.
There's red lights on your bridges.
No, down there when I was beside him, he went and staged his bike, and the light didn't turn when he thought it was, so he let out, and then started resetting. And I was watching the light. It turned green. I took off, and right before I hit the bridge, I'm like, I need to freaking let off because there's probably a cop on the other side of the bridge, and I don't want to give them shit. As soon as I let off and started slowing down, he came. He's like, "You ass." My push drive is destroyed.
Oh, really? Time to get a new one or chain drive.
I was about to say, isn't that why they
still have
say
the push
belts are
drive
for
with the
pants?
chain.
Why they say what?
That's why they say belts are for pants, not motorcycles.
That's it. But you still have the cush drive on the baggers with chain drive.
Hells, I'd rather put my money into my bike and not in the pockets of the police. Sometimes I have to be good.
Well, you only put your money in the pockets of the police if you stop.
Yep.
Around here, they come the next day and meet you at your house.
That's because he's running
yeah.
a tag.
No,
See,
the cameras they have on their cruisers, if your plate's at the right angle, they can stop it and clear it and pull the license plate number and go to your house.
Why do you think I said that's why you're running tags? When I used to do the hooligan shit, I took the tag off the bike.
Well, I mean, I got a tip tag on there now, but
still,
I could always.
You still got a damn tip tag?
Yeah, Tennessee's slow. I should. They told me I should have it tomorrow. So
you bought the damn thing in the end of May.
Well, I can't help it. The state of Tennessee is slow as shit.
I guess they're slow just like their motorcycle riders, huh?
Hello, Lolly. Lolly's here.
Nori got jokes too, huh?
Yep. Well, you know,
I would say I gave him the slowest in Florida, but I guess he passed that home down to somebody. So I'm probably getting a fuck you, Tweedle.
well, he doesn't have a hair across his ass. That's why he's not joining us tonight. Yeah, I'm calling you out there, Hells.
I don't know. With that comment I made, they may jump on real quick.
He ain't jumping. He ain't got a hair across his ass to do it.
He might not be at home. But what he's up to today.
It doesn't matter. He's got a cell phone.
He could be in an area where he don't want to show stuff. He could be out supporting single moms right now. I mean, you never know.
If he's out supporting single moms right now and he's got this life going, he's got problems. His priorities
That's just the single moms that are there are not worth watching.
Or he might be at the Villages.
It's a Wednesday night. And it's only 9:30. Them single moms that show up to them places at that time are not the best looking.
Hey, now he's just firing back at me.
Would you hire a mechanic without a wrench?
No.
Would you hire a roofer without a hammer?
No.
Well, they damn sure hire titty dancers without titties here in Florida.
Well, yeah, I've seen that at the Cackleberry.
Exactly.
Especially at the wet t-shirt contest. They brought everything but the boobies.
Exactly.
The ones with the boobs didn't want to get butt naked. I mean, sometimes you just got to get what you can get. And no, it's not a Kentucky Fried Chicken.
It's the bronze chicken.
It's supposed to be Burger King. You get it your way right away.
No, that's over in the Villages.
Kentucky Fried Chicken's finger licking good.
Nori, have you been down to the Villages to help pay for schooling and tools?
Always. I'm always down over there. How do you think I'm getting my tools now?
$20 is $20, right?
Yep.
Don't talk shit about
seen any
coolers.
coolers lately.
Don't talk shit about igloo coolers. I have an igloo cooler.
No, that goes back to Daytona with Noggin.
Might as well go ahead and tell the story.
Go ahead. You tell it
Put it
better
in
than I
some
do.
perspective.
You tell it better than I do. Because you got more than.
Oh, you want me to tell it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hold on a second.
Story time with Tweedledee.
Well, once upon a time at Daytona in the Cackleberry, everybody's standing around shooting the shit. Little chaser girls come walking by, booties hanging out, boobies hanging out. Old Moto Noggin. Man, I have that same igloo cooler. It's great. So don't go looking for girls with Noggin. He's going to point out their igloo coolers.
Now, Jim is in Leesburg by the Villages. He says the Villages ladies are already in bed. Do you know that by experience, or are they at the key party still waiting to draw the key?
Key party started at 3.
I don't know. I've never been there.
They start at 3, end at 6, and they go to bed at 8.
Sounds like Tweedle has intimate knowledge about that.
I was about to say, how do you think Tweedle
Don't
paid
ask
for
me
that
how I
damn
know.
night?
He was more cooler than the chick. Oh. Yeah, we was really seriously waiting for him to run around, these girls up with a towel, and give them a bottle.
Yeah,
We was really waiting for that to happen.
I mean, think about it. He rides a Sports RS. Were you surprised?
What's up, Wilkie?
No, Drew, they did not distract him. His eyes went right to the igloo cooler.
Yep. Hey, Wilkie.
Poor old Noggin. I know you're in the side chat, Noggin. You just ain't saying nothing. We still love you, though, even though we're making fun of you.
Say hello to these people.
I'll be riding with Noggin on August 5th. And Rhodey will be there, and so will Corey.
Well, I got a question.
August
Are
5th.
y'all all taking like a 2-gallon gas can with you so y'all don't have to stop? You just pass it over and let them fill up while y'all are
What's
riding?
the point? It's going to spray out on him anyways.
Did we not get that fixed?
I think
He got
did,
it fixed.
Hi, Ray.
No, I didn't. I was just twisted.
Oh, Lord. Riding on 3 is getting a sports dress.
Oh, boy.
Why in the world would you get a damn Sportster S? They're like Ducatis.
That's not the bike. This is true. Noggin wrenches on his bike. Maybe that's why it's falling apart.
Well, Noggin talks Blue Sun into reaching.
Yeah, he
I gotta
pretends
say,
to wrench on it.
honestly, other than the one that was on for like a demo for the exhaust they were selling, this is the only Sportster S I've seen that's out on the road. I mean, the only other place I've seen it was a dealership, so I don't know who's buying them. Or I just don't pay attention, one.
Riding on 3 says he's buying one.
Don't know why.
He must have lost a bet.
Because he wants to stop and pick up all the parts.
Yeah, have Noggin work on it.
Noggin had it fixed in Jersey anyway, except his handlebars.
Yep. And then those got fixed in New Jersey, but not by Noggin, by Corey. That was the best.
Drew
When
says
George
one
came
has
up-
sold in the 4 months he's worked there.
That was the best when George from Baggers and Brews came up while Corey's working on Noggin's bike. He says, "Oh, good, you guys got tools for Noggin's bike." Put my arm around Noggin. He says, "Yeah, we got the best tool right here."
Been cool if we could have figured out his pin code though.
Yeah. Well, if you had that pad, you could reset it.
Yep.
You don't need the fob. You could reset that pin code with that digital tech.
You sure? You sure?
I didn't know how to start my bike with a damn pin code. Let's see this. Something happens, I'll be calling up Nori. Hey, how you do this?
Well, on the new bikes, actually, it's easier because if you don't have the key fob present when you hit that ignition switch, it's going to go right into the pin code mode.
Yep. Oh yeah, and Noggin's remote. Corey had to fix that at the dealership of all places. We're outside the Atlantic City Harley dealership, and Corey had to fix his key fob too. Any luck in Oyster Bay, Ray? But, yeah. So Nori, what's your next plan for your bike? For Ruby or for your other one?
Well, I'm not gonna do anything to Ruby until she hits 100,000 miles. And I got about 82,000 on her right now, so about another 18,000 miles to go.
Okay, so in 3 months.
Yeah. At this rate, I think the road glide will catch up because I already got almost. I'm at 16,500 miles on the road glide right now.
Oh wow, Night Tiger, no kidding. Yeah, I just turned 9,000 miles on my way back from Gettysburg on my road glide. Not bad for 2022.
Yeah, same here. I mean, I've only owned the Road Glide ST for 7 months now, because we're in July now, so 7 months, and I put 16,500 miles on it. Not bad.
That's you're putting some miles down.
Yeah. Well, my goal was to try to get at least 20,000 miles on it this year. And I only got
crush that.
Yeah, we got about 5 months left, and I only need about 3,500 to go. We all know that's a lot.
Okay, no. Yeah, right. I don't believe you.
Well, I plan on doing a stage 2 once I get back on the road glide, once I get back home to South Carolina.
There you go. Good night, Drew. Good luck at work tomorrow, buddy.
So what's the first thing you gotta do after you get your stage 2 done?
Wilkie, I think because you came in on my channel, if you go to Doc's channel, you'll see everybody else's comments.
Yeah.
So go in through Doc's channel and you'll see everybody's comments. Anybody that's on my channel, go in through Doc's channel. The link is in that. And then you'll see everybody else's comments. I'm just linked to his so that everybody would come over from my channel and see Doc's lives.
I appreciate that, Thumper. Let me tell you something about the Thumpers. There are some great people to hang out with. I hung out with them up in Laconia when we were there. Awesome people to hang out with. I look forward to doing it again. Guido, you've never met the Thumpers, have you?
Don't tell them up. I was
You're in for a
indisposed.
treat because they're awesome people.
Thank you,
So
Doc.
you didn't hear that, Thumper, right? Neither did Dina. I don't want you to get big heads on us now.
Look, y'all were talking about subscribers, and I didn't even know how many subscribers we even had.
Because that's Dina's gig, not yours.
I know. So it's definitely not going to change who the hell I am. I'm just, I don't care. Now, I couldn't be like Monkey Famous where people are pounding on my door at 3 a.m. saying, let's do shots and shit. Boy, you'd see a side of me you wouldn't want to see. And that's not the reason, me being naked when I answer the door. It'd be a lot more than that.
Yeah. See, I won't go banging on his door. I'll hang some upside down pineapples from his door or something. But
yeah, listen, I tell people where we're going. Like I told people we're at the KOA in Crossville or Cross Creek or wherever the hell. I might not know exactly the name of where we're going, but I tell people where we're going. If they want to meet us, fine, come meet us. We're all about meeting people.
yeah, you guys are, and you both are great people.
We're on Main Street in Sturgis. Literally, you will see my rig. Trust me, it's as big as a damn semi-trailer. You will see the rig. We're dead nuts on Main Street. Stop by, say hi. I don't mind. But 3 o'clock in the morning, yelling, let's do shots at my door, pounding, you might not want to meet that Mr. Thumper. I promise you that.
Yeah. So, if they come by and you don't answer the door, can they take the Road King for a ride if it's there?
I promise you, if I don't answer the door, it's not there. and what because we're on Main Street, we'll pull it into the garage at night, so
That's
that
smart.
it doesn't. Yeah, well, they tow at 2 a.m.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, so if you're on Main Street, they clean the road.
At 2 a.m., you're going to feel your rig pick up and get dragged.
Oh, no, I'm actually in a lot, but
Okay.
the deck hangs out right there. So we'll just pull the bikes in. The bikes will have to be parked on the street if they're outside of the rig because there's not room.
Oh, okay.
I meant, see, even Keith Ray said, yep, they tow 201. I've already been told.
Oh, 3. It's next weekend, not this weekend.
What is next weekend?
That ride up here. It's
Yeah.
the 22nd.
The ride from Bucky's is the 22nd. DDK.
Yeah.
And I think Dallas is actually coming up Friday to Crossville or Cross Creek or Cross whatever it is on Friday. So we're going to ride Friday just to shit and get and play around. And then Saturday's the ride with everybody. 2 Up and all of them are coming. And then Sunday we're free. And then we pull out Monday morning when the light hits the sky. Headed to Sturgis.
So I told you Helson didn't have a hair across his ass. He wasn't jumping on.
CrossFit goals. Nobody CrossFit.
Because you said, I know. When you sit there, Crossville, cross some.
I don't know what it's called, man. That's your neighborhood. What's it called?
My neighborhood. That's down the street about 15. Well,
So Keith's staying in Deadwood.
about an hour away.
I'm gonna ride with Keith. Man, we talked about a week ago, and he's got some serious rides that he knows. He's been there a bunch, so I'm gonna link up with him and ride with him some. He's got a Titty Tuesday that we're gonna go see.
Well, riding, if you fail your medical evaluation, you know what you're doing Friday and Saturday next week.
Dallas says it's Crossville, not CrossFit.
Yeah, I never said CrossFit. That's where dumb people run around with weights and act like fools. I ain't into that. Did you see me? This body ain't built by CrossFit. I promise you that.
Yeah, he says you guys will have a blast.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
I-
we'll come down to Tennessee.
For me to go to
22nd.
Sturgis, it's a huge financial and time commitment. I need to take 2 weeks off of work, number one. And number two, it's, a lot of money out of pocket, to do that. And, I'm talking like 7 to 10 grand. And I'd rather do a whole bunch of rallies than just go to that rally.
So we're gonna meet at the Crossville KOA at 3 a.m. Gotcha.
Okay. You will see a side of Mr. Thumper that you've never seen before.
Yep. Hey, I'll be right back, guys.
Yep.
So,
All right, let's get them demonetized.
yeah, right. How is this? Like, I don't know. We're gonna see. I don't think it's gonna cost me 10 grand, but we're gonna see.
What are you talking about, Sturgis?
Yeah. I mean,
Well, you-
granted, I don't have to have a place to stay because I own the rig and I have a free place to park it with RV hookups and all that. So I don't
Well,
have
that'll
that.
save you some money.
You riding the rig from Florida to Sturgis?
Yeah.
So that's gonna cost you like 2 grand in itself right there, and fuel probably. You don't
No,
think so?
Straight down and back.
No, maybe back, but we're not coming back.
Mm.
We're leaving there, and I think it's either Colorado or Indiana, and then it's somewhere else, and then back to Tennessee, and then to Texas. I don't think we get back here until almost October or November.
Riding on 3, so it's only cost them about $1,500 overall, riding and camping at the chip.
Yeah, so the camping, all right, I don't have that bill, but like the fuel bill I'll have, which look, it's like $150 to fill up the tank. I get about 400 miles, and then I have to put $150 in it. I get a little over 400 miles per tank, and so it's like what, 2,500 miles. So that's like $500, $600.
I guess Hells doesn't know how to check his Instagram. There it is, buddy. That's right, Hells. When you come on, I'll kick Tweedle out.
Yeah.
Me and Tweet are going to Sturgis next year.
Yeah? Nice.
Yeah,
I guess so. I just got
found out.
told, so.
He just found out.
He got voluntold. Remember that, Nori? You get voluntold.
Yep. Yep. I'm gonna ride up to his place and then we're gonna take off from there.
Yeah, right on. Uh-oh. Tweedle, you're in trouble.
Hey, it wouldn't be too that expensive with both of us. We can split the
See, I told you.
Hotel rooms like $500.
fucked up, yo.
Hang on, I get on and then you start talking.
Hold on, but she said a hotel room is like $500 a night at Sturgis.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's expensive. It's
At least 300.
300 to 500 depending on where you stay at.
Just
That's
talking
right
about on the
there.
way out there.
The
I
budget-
I ain't gonna-
Is that Doc? That's why your bill is so high? Because I know why Monkey's bill is so high. Because they do
Yeah.
all the concerts, they do all the drinking,
Yeah.
they spend a lot of money other ways.
Right. But for
but-
me to go out there, it costs a ton.
Yeah,
And,
I'll- I won't.
2 weeks. That's
I'll be
why
honest.
I can't go to that one.
I may drop a video or a talking head about what it actually cost me. I'll save all the receipts and see what it actually cost me personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, Keith says if you stay at Rapid City, it's cheaper. Plus, you get to ride, and that's all that rally is, right? It's a bunch of gorgeous riding.
Yep. But it still takes 2 weeks of vacation time.
Yeah. No, I get that
Well,
part.
You're in trouble now. Wilkie's here.
Hey, bud.
What's going on?
What's going on, Wilkie? Long time no see, buddy.
Oh yeah, it's been a day or two.
Yeah.
Hey, Wilkie, long time. Hope to see.
Oh yeah, dude. We'll definitely be doing that. It's gonna happen. What's everybody up to?
What's that? The legend
What's everybody up
Gremlin.
Everybody stop
You too.
talking or what?
I don't either.
1,419 miles, Lori.
That ain't nothing. You said 1,000 what? 400?
419. That's from here to Rapid City.
That's like a day and a half riding. If that.
Yeah. So you
Depends
guys
on how many
are
miles you
going.
throw down the first day.
Sounds like you're definitely going next year, Tweedle.
We could throw down 1,000 miles the first day and then cruise it on in the second.
Might as well try to get an iron butt while you're at it, huh?
Yeah, might as well.
So you can get that little piece of paper from Harley Davidson says you completed an iron butt challenge.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna keep all my receipts for that.
I would end up forgetting.
So what's up
last
now?
run? My last
So what's
run,
going
I
on,
did
Hal? How you been,
820
buddy?
home to here in 14 and a half hours. So I ain't worried about an iron butt.
Yep. So what's going on?
Working
Hal?
hard or hardly working, Drew?
Working hard, got a lot of irons in the fire right now. We got a lot of stuff about to happen.
How's the new shop coming along?
It's already busy, and we haven't even advertised.
That's good though.
It is a good thing.
So are you working there part time or
No,
are you
no.
more like a silent partner?
I'm more like a pain in the ass partner.
Okay.
Just be
Well, you
consistent.
know, Drew ain't nothing silent about Drew.
Hells, you're that R2 whatever that jumped on my Instagram, right?
That's how far it is for me.
The hell is that?
From me to Sturgis.
Okay.
2,068 miles.
Okay, so you got a day and a half. Get there.
Yeah, I was just going to say,
Wait,
2.5 days.
How's the H2 performance coming, Hels?
Well, I'm taking a day to get to Tennessee. I'm going to play for the weekend, and then I'm taking a day to get to somewhere else, and then I'm going to play for the night, and then I'm going on to Sturgis. So we should pull into Sturgis Wednesday.
What's the actual miles between different points?
I think it's like 600 miles to Tennessee where we're going. And then the next one is almost 800 miles. And then the rest of the way.
Gotcha.
wait, what? You're stopping at 800? What the hell?
Yeah, we're going to stop.
Hold on, man.
I would have put about another 2 or 3 extra stops in there, but all the power to you.
Oh, hell. I
You know,
roll
I'm
in
an old guy.
sleep
I'm an
and
old
roll.
guy.
Hey, John, how you doing?
Our first trip out, we went to Laconia, and I went from Orlando to Virginia, and then from Virginia to Laconia.
Now, where
Stop in
where
Massachusetts.
okay, I'm out of Brunswick, Georgia.
Okay.
So where, and I'm familiar with those areas. So we're out of Florida and we're into Virginia because I know those areas. I'm from Maryland originally. So
we went from Claremont, Florida, because we're in Claremont.
okay.
And then we went to the KOA in Virginia. Hey, Dina, what was the KOA? What was the town the KOA in Virginia was? Hold on, I'll look it up on my app.
Hey, just for FYI, anybody that's traveling up and down 95 that in the Georgia, South Georgia area, Darien, Georgia, and also on exit 29, they have areas to where you can get off and actually plug in your toy haulers or whatever you need to do if you need to camp for the night.
Yeah, some of the
Georgia-
restaurants.
Yeah, I will say Georgia's got some of the fucking most badass rest stops when you're hauling an RV.
Hey, I'll tell you what, if you
They
ever
got
get
dump
to hang out
stations,
at Jekyll Island,
everything. That
So it was
They are
called
pretty cool.
Gremlin. It was called Thousand Trails, Virginia, and it's in Quinby,
where's it
Virginia.
close to? Where's it close to?
Hold on, let me.
Thousand
I'm on my
Trails.
phone, so I can't
What's up,
reference it that easily.
Thousand
What's up,
Trails is a network of RV shit. Oh, we lost dog.
Yeah,
We lost
but
Tom.
it's in Quinby.
Where's it close to?
I'm pulling it up now because we stayed there, so it's in my KOA app.
Gotcha. Well, expand, back up out of it. And, what's the closest city so that other people can relate as well? Oh, shit. Sorry. I had to let the lab in and out.
Probably Richmond.
Silver, I'll tell you, if you want to, save a little cab, don't stay at KOAs.
We have a
KOA.
membership, so it's super.
Yeah, but KOAs are stupidly expensive, even with a membership. I had a PM on one of my jobs here about 2 years ago that he had a membership with KOA. He was paying $1,800 a month at the KOA when I was paying $1,000 3 miles up the road, which is still ridiculously expensive, but for the area that we were in, is what it is.
Right.
So don't let that membership fool you into thinking you're getting a good deal. Look around at the other campgrounds in the area. I'm willing to bet you find something better.
So the closest town to it was Spotsylvania.
Yeah. Okay. I know where you are.
It's just north of Spotsylvania.
That's pretty country, actually.
Yeah, it was real country. Like the diner we went to was like super country.
Yeah, but some of those diners are some of the best cooking you'll.
It was good food. Don't get me wrong, but it was like I thought the deliverance was going to happen when we pulled off the interstate.
Bunch of guys in speedos trying to get down the river in Georgia.
Yeah, they all had four hats. Come play with me. Yeah, that was a little over 700 miles before we stopped on that trip, and then we made it. The rest, it was a little over 1,400 miles total. But I did break down in Massachusetts, which was almost 100 miles short of my trip.
I'm only familiar with the Boston, Peabody, areas myself as far as Boston's concerned, and just 95 to get there. But
Yeah.
95
you know,
sucks.
yeah, it does.
The
I've
south end of 95 sucks.
hey,
Tried to
north
warn
end
you about all that shit,
Hey.
Thumper.
95 coming through northern New York sucks when all those lanes
Yeah.
come together and
Yeah.
will mess with your brain cells.
So
You got to stop listening to that app, and I've
Only
run
to an
that
app.
route
I'm
a
from
long
that area.
time.
I've driven it. I don't like it. Hey, what's going on with PA though? I mean, has anybody traveled south since all that happening on 95?
yeah, me.
Okay,
They did recently.
how did you have to get around it? Did you have to go Garden State, or did you have to go into New Jersey and come down south through Morristown, those
You had to
areas?
go, you had to go through New Jersey. It literally put me through the George Washington Bridge on the way back through New Jersey.
Right. Right.
Yeah, you listen to the app. You got to stop doing that.
Well, I didn't
No,
listen
actually,
to
that's not a bad ride. That's not a bad ride.
No,
Well,
I
that's,
know
that's
that.
a shit
Super
ride
Sketch
when you're
taking the
hauling the
big ass
trail.
rigs down the George Washington fucking
Yeah,
bridge.
that's absolutely shit. You got to plug in if you're going to come that far east. You got to plug in the Tappan Zee or the Governor Cuomo Bridge, and at
Or
least
or
avoid
at
that
least
by
the tunnel. At
about
least the tunnel.
15
Worst
miles.
case scenario.
I went
Yeah.
in over Como, but when
Well,
I left, I went out over George Washington.
Right, because you didn't plug it back in. If you just go by whatever the GPS tells you when it comes through, it's always going to try to take you across the George Washington.
right.
No,
You should have gone to
I've got it
Verrazano.
locked on my GPS, so it won't do
Go
that.
Verrazano if you get a chance.
well, I have
I
what's
mean,
called
if you're on the south side.
and under the RV life, because I have such a high rig and because I have to worry about low clearance stuff.
I do too.
Okay. Yeah.
Mine's 13.6. I'm in the same boat you're in.
Yeah.
Trust me, I've run that route. I live in Maine. I run north to south all the time. You can avoid everything that it wants to take you through.
Yeah.
You
Well,
just
I'm
got to
home
plug
now.
in the right. You
Unless-
got to plug in if you're gonna stay that far east on it. You got to plug in the Cuomo or Tappan Zee, whatever the fuck it's called now.
Right. Look, if
And
you're coming
it'll
out of
bring you
those
around.
areas,
It's 287 coming north to south. It's 287. It'll bring you right down across the Tappan Zee Bridge.
exactly.
The old Tappan Zee Bridge.
It's either that or come out from the tunnel and hit Garden State, or
You can't
come
take the
through
tunnel
Jersey
without
and hit 74, or hit
Yeah.
74, 76 and go through Allentown, PA, and start working that angle down to the
Gremlin.
PA Turbike.
There's no taking the tunnel with our rigs. They won't go through.
Oh, they won't.
If
So
you hit the
you have to
tunnel,
go GW
you're
or
fucked.
Verrazano.
Yeah.
You're either going to George Washington or you
Or
move
Como.
up to the Tappan Zee, or if you're going further, if you can hug it further north, it's even cheaper. Going
Right.
up, I think it's the McGraw or Mc something or other bridge. It's like the next one up. It's right off. You can hit it up 80 there, up north somewhere.
So
Okay, I'm
on the way
familiar with-
home, because I was stuck in Laconia for 26 days. So on the way home, it was the fastest route. And I
Yes.
literally drove
I
from
understand that.
Laconia. I woke up that morning. I drove down to Mass on the bike. I dropped Dina off to get the truck. I followed her back up to Laconia from Mass. I loaded up the bike. I loaded the trailer on the truck. I hit the fastest route. I took it home. I left
Yep.
Laconia at 4 o'clock that afternoon. At 4 in the morning, I was in North Carolina at the truck stop, pulled over in the rest area. I slept until 7 o'clock. 7 a.m. I jumped down to the truck, walked around the rig. Everything looked good. Jumped back in the rig and was in Florida by 5 o'clock that afternoon. And thanking the ground, I almost did like, them motherfuckers, they get lost at sea. And when they get back to the asphalt, they start kissing the ground. Well, when I got back to Florida, I almost kissed the ground. It was like that.
Okay. Let's see. 3 hours from Daytona to Brunswick, Georgia. Let's see. It's 5.5 hours from where I am to Wilmington, North Carolina, or a little bit less if I hit 74, 76, keep going north. But I know it's 9.5 hours from where I am up to Bowie, Maryland. And I know from Maryland up to Connecticut, meeting with engineers, that's almost 11-hour drive one way. I know New York is 4 hours. Now, this isn't, with traffic.
Maryland to Connecticut is nowhere near an 11-hour drive.
Nope.
Where I had to, I'm not sure if I was going from Maryland or from Harper's Ferry, but whatever it is, it took me 11 hours. 11 hours, almost 11 hours to get up there to meet those engineers. I stayed, we had our hour meeting. We all went to lunch, and then I turned around and drove back. And the reason I did that was because I wanted full mileage. I could have rented it.
You took a ridiculously round trip.
I went 95
in order to do an 11-hour one now.
95 from the Virginia Maryland border to Connecticut is only 5 hours.
Are you sure? Because it took me.
That's
it only takes me from Annapolis, Maryland to
I would go from
New York,
Virginia to Connecticut.
Was about 4.5 hours. 4.5 hours. Doc, how far are you from, let's say, White Plains, New York? Yeah.
White Plains, I'm about an hour and 10 minutes.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh, shit. I might have to reevaluate
right now.
My
800 miles from my house. And I did it in 14.5 hours.
I don't know. It took me
on the bike. So
it took me from Laconia. I left just after 4 o'clock, and I was on the George Washington Bridge at 8 o'clock at night, crossing it. And then after I got through New York there, it was pretty much so late at night. I didn't have a lot of traffic. I was doing a good lift.
Yeah, that's the best time. If you do have to hit the George Washington Bridge, you want to hit it midnight or later.
Yeah. Right.
You're
or
going to
before 6
sail
a.m. Or before 6 a.m.
Midnight to about 4 a.m. Between midnight and 4 a.m. on the George Washington, you're going to sail through.
I used to do some work for T-Mobile right there at the Avenue of the Americas. And we always stayed across the George Washington Bridge in the New Jersey section. If you go on the Hudson, there's a Holiday Inn right there. We always stayed there. And then, but if you left after 6 a.m. to get from there just to the Avenue of the Americas right there in Manhattan, right there where the tunnel opens up, you're talking, if you get there beforehand, you're all right. Afterwards, man, you're in for a world of hurt.
Well, how about the motorcycles, huh?
Yeah. Hey, Doc.
We got them. We do it.
I just ordered some. I ordered the KST's handlebars, and I got the extensions ordered. I was able to play Harley with the extensions and on points, and I'm working out finances to where you and I can talk further. And I'm really excited. I want to try to. I'm working. Look, I'm on a fixed income, so except for investments. So
Yep.
I'm trying to work some finances together to where what we've already discussed.
Yep.
My left knee's quivering. That's all I want to say, man. I'm looking forward
right
to
on.
it. I'd like to have it done. I'd like to try to get this figured out before Daytona next year.
Yeah, right on.
So, you and I will talk further, and basically, I don't want to interrupt you. I've brought this up before. I know you're busy. I know you're always on the go. So I don't know when the best time to pasteurize you.
To be honest with you, would be August or like September 20th to about a week before Halloween, and then
Winter
after
in
that,
New England.
Okay,
anytime.
is that when your schedule's a little more open?
Yeah.
Now, what about the parts that we discussed?
I can get them here within a week.
Okay, so the sooner I get you what I need to get you, the better.
Yep. Well, the parts will be here with. If I order the parts, let's say if I ordered them tomorrow, they'll probably be here Tuesday the latest.
Gotcha. Okay, that's a cool thing to hear because everything I seem to order, I ordered at the beginning of the year. I might get it by fall.
Yeah. Well, the company I work with is really, really good. They're in Milwaukee.
Okay. On another note, I will let everybody know I'm running the Michelin Commander 3s on my bike, and I've been running them hard, and I'm really impressed with the way it feels. They feel as far as the road. I like the way they handle. I like the way they absorb everything, and just the traction as well. Not to mention, so far, I don't, for the mileage I put on, I put close to maybe 5,000 miles on them so far since January. And they seem to be holding up really well. And I've read some reviews where they said that they took notes as far as the sidewalls. And right now, I'm impressed. I've used Dunlops. I've used a lot of other different kind of Goodyears and different kind of bike tires. So far, I've always been a Michelin, even with my trucks. So the Commander 3 so far have got my thumbs up.
Yep. Yeah, those are a really good tire. From I've installed them before for people, and they love them. And so, I mean, they're a good tire.
Well, the older ones, they were having problems with sidewalls. Evidently, they listened to what different people said about it and moved forward.
Yep.
So
Wilkie, what day did you leave Gettysburg? Did you leave on Saturday or Sunday?
Sunday.
Did you get caught in any of that rain?
Dude, I fucking dodged every bit of it, man.
Not me. I got all 300 miles of it.
I bet you did.
There you go, Wilkie.
It was fucking great for me that I rolled out in the morning. I probably rolled out at like 9 o'clock in the morning, something like that.
Would you come down 70 to the Beltway around DC?
No, man. It was Gettysburg. I took 15 all the way down. 15.
Okay, so 15 down into Virginia.
Yeah, it was. I avoided all the big cities. It was a little slower traveling, but it was only 150 miles, so it took me about 3 hours.
Yep. The old lady and we got stuck in 300 miles of torrential downpour.
Yeah, I imagine, man. I was fully ready to just throw on the rain gear before I even left, but I kept watching, and it was.
We went up 78 or 76, right where it splits at 81 in Anvil, and we had to pull over at the first overpass to put our rain gear on, and it rained from there all the way up into New York, just south of the Tappan Zee.
Wow.
And then it was clear all the way into Connecticut.
Yeah,
Branch was clear. We hit Stamford, nothing but rain the rest of the way.
Well, die hard.
Well, got to get home. We got to go to work the next day. So
yeah, I was ready. Like I said, I was ready to run the rain, but luckily I kept an eye on it and
just paying y'all back for me
early. So I was up early that morning.
So would you rather leave in the rain and know that it's raining so you can adjust accordingly, or would you rather just be going and then get caught?
Well, here's the thing, Gremlin. I was looking at the weather and the radar, and the rain wasn't supposed to start in that area and heading north till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I was like, all right, so if we leave here at 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning, we'll be fine all the way. Looking at the radar with the projected. Yeah. No.
Yeah, no.
Reality makes it very,
you know, and that's the problem when you rely on weather apps all the time, you know.
well, they're allowed to be 50% wrong.
If you
listen, I remember listening to a radio station one day and snow's coming down like a son bitch, and I'm talking like, 4 inches an hour, and they're saying, yeah, we got a 75% chance of snow. I'm like, motherfucker, look outside your window, it's already snowing. There's 7 inches of snow on the ground.
Same thing with rain.
You know,
if you look at my Instagram, the picture that I showed, the little short clip I showed when I opened my door and it was pouring outside.
Yep.
It was about an hour and a half, 2 hours after I hit my trailer.
No kidding.
So I got a couple of brief little sprinkles that hit me, but other than that, I was smooth sailing all the way.
Nice. Yeah, I had a good time down in Gettysburg. The rain didn't even ruin it for me. I had such a good time down there, hanging out with you and Upshift, Bent Rim, Steve Turner, all those guys.
The only thing that pissed me off was Friday.
Gettysburg is
I didn't time that rain right.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to get to the Moto meetup on Friday, but I was tied up with all my Battlefield tours that I already scheduled and paid for months ago.
Yeah.
So you did go on some of the tours?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, I've been through it all years ago, and it's really informative. It's really cool.
Well, what's interesting is as the years go on, they find out more and more information about the Battle of Gettysburg. Yeah. And one of our tour guides was telling us more about, the historian that came to the bed and breakfast was telling us more about the town of Gettysburg during the battle and what people were going through that lived there, which I thought was really interesting.
Yeah, I gotta go up there sometime when I'm not in rally mode and just go hang out. That's pretty cool area up there.
Oh,
well, I mean, it's good riding, especially if you go west, and also check out Antietam.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's another battlefield in the area. And also, if you're a Civil War buff, just do your research and go down to Shenandoah Valley, especially down around the Luray area, Luray Caverns, and those areas. They have some unreal reenactments.
Okay.
When I lived up there, I used to go to these things. I had friends that lived down there, other bikers that I'd associate with, and they turned me on to it. And I was really it was just cool. That's all I can say. It was just cool.
Hey, Shadow. And Keith, just let you know, no, I didn't see any ghosts. But then again, I wasn't looking for them either. So, but I learned a lot. Every time I do a battlefield tour or go to the battlefield, I always learn a lot about that battle. There's just so much that went on and so much part of American history that that formed our nation since that battle. I mean, Abraham Lincoln said himself, since that battle, we have forged a new nation. And it was in the Gettysburg Address. And yes, because the nation will never be the same after that battle, because the amount of American lives that were lost in that 3 days is just astonishing.
I know when you look at those kind of numbers and then you read, the stuff you hear nowadays, four people killed in Afghanistan for this, and you're like, well, yeah, it's traffic, but it's nothing like Omaha Beach, or it's nothing like these. Now, as far as I'm a history buff in the sense that I go all the way back to Mesopotamian times in my readings, and I never understood the British and the American concept of let's form lines and face each other.
Well, the Americans get that from the British, because that was a gentleman's way of fighting a war.
I mean, but when you look at the Battle of Waterloo, Wellington formed wedges or triangles as opposed to different other things, and you get into all that. But the bottom line is, who in their own mind would want to stand in ranks like that and just shoot and let other?
Well, here's the thing.
They didn't know any better.
The Army of the Potomac, which is the North. I always thought it was the South, but it's not. It's the Northern Army, is the Army of the Potomac. In Gettysburg, they didn't stand in lines. Actually, all along that whole fish hook, they were anywhere from 2 to 4 men deep. And as the front man would fire a weapon, the man behind him's carrying another one, because they're handing the rifle back to be reloaded. So as soon as he hands one back, he handed another one ready to fire.
Oh, muskets, yep.
And so, I mean, it was, and that was the first victory for the Army of the Potomac during the whole Civil War. That was the first victory, and which changed the whole face of the war and everything. And we lost Gremlin.
Oh, shit.
So,
it's definitely a cool area there.
Absolutely.
I've worked in that area for years, and I've never really gone down and explored it, and I really need to.
Oh, I highly recommend it. Like, one of the things I learned on this trip is Eastern Tennessee, the majority of the people who volunteered from Eastern Tennessee fought for the Army of the Potomac, not for the South.
Oh, yeah.
And then it was Central Tennessee and Western Tennessee, which fought for the Confederacy.
Yeah, we got Tweedle and Dallas, some fucking Confederate pricks.
And don't forget Ray.
Oh, yeah, Ray's in there too.
Yeah, and Thumper. He's a Florida man. Thumper, you'll be happy when I rode right by the
Florida's neutral.
Florida Monument on the Confederate line. I actually zoomed in, or actually got a good thing of the Florida Monument, and I was thinking of you when I saw it. And I says, Thumpers would like to see that.
Yeah, other than I got PTSD from the Northeast, there's a lot of shit that I need to go up there and see, but I got to get over my PTSD first.
Well, it's only 3 miles from the Maryland border. Well,
yeah.
Actually, the battlefield is like 5 miles from the Maryland border.
Look, thinking about it now, after it's all said and done, because I don't have a destination where I have to be anywhere at any given time. I literally drove myself fucking till I had to pull over.
Yeah.
Literally just to get back to Florida because of being trapped at the drive-in for 26 days.
Oh, I don't blame you.
Your mindset wanted to get home.
Well, it
I've done
wanted
that.
to get right. It wanted to reset. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that because nowhere is going to be home because literally, like we pull out here on the 18th or 19th to head to Tennessee, and I don't think we get back here to Florida until somewhere in October for Bike Week, Biketoberfest, or the camp out, or whatever we're doing.
Your subconscious still knows that Florida's home for you.
Right. It still says come here to reset.
Left New Hampshire, you were headed home.
Yep.
Even though you were staying in your trailer, you were headed home.
Yep.
Trust me, man. I've been on the road for a long time now. I absolutely understand that. My longest run in the truck was 1,700 miles in 26 hours. That was nonstop. The only reason it took me that long is because I fucked up and listened to the GPS and went across to George Washington. I hit Jersey at 7 a.m.
Oh.
You don't ever want to hit Jersey at 7 a.m.
So, Thumper, on your way up to New Hampshire, you probably went right past and through Gettysburg, to be honest with you.
Probably.
No, they would have avoided that altogether.
No,
we went up 81. We went up 81 because
they went on 81. They went through 15.
No,
which were right past.
Oh, they wouldn't have.
81
will take you right up, straight up to 80. Gettysburg's about 30 minutes east of 81.
Right, but when I drove to Florida to avoid all of that, to avoid all of the George Washington Bridge and Jersey Turnpike and all that, it took me. The GPS took me right past on the outskirts of Gettysburg on 15.
Yeah, the difference is you were going from there to a certain point. If you're coming from south going up, you're either way.
And when I came up from Myrtle Beach,
it
took me
80,
right past the same way.
You're gonna go around Gettysburg.
Right, but when I came back from Myrtle Beach, I took the same route. The GPS took me back the same route, which put me on 15 right past Gettysburg.
Yeah. I might have went through there. I don't know. On the way up, we were just hokey poking along.
Yeah.
We didn't care. We didn't, we had time. We didn't have to be there till Wednesday. We left on Monday. We were fine. The way back, it was a whole different mindset. It was get the fuck out of here and get back to where there's trucks if you need to buy one. If there's whatever, you've got it. And that's what I did. I rode myself stupid ragged and just made it back as fast as possible.
If you guys had run up 80, 81, that route, we would have passed each other on the way. You guys stuck to 95 up through and ran around because I was coming down.
I got off of 95 on the way up. I got off of 95 in South Carolina.
Yep.
And started heading actually towards the west for a while and rode up that way so that I would not hit the George Washington or the Como. We changed our GPS from Laconia to somewhere in Pennsylvania so that we would bypass all of DC, all of that crap. And then when we got into Virginia,
Scranton area.
Yep, that's what we plugged in, Scranton. Yep.
All right,
So
so you did actually. Yeah, okay. I didn't think you guys actually listened to me when I told you that.
No, that's what we did. We
But,
changed it from Laconia to Scranton, and we went up that way. That's how we ended up our first night at Fred and some town. Sounds like Pennsylvania, but it's not. It's Spooksville or whatever.
There's
Whatever,
a lot of them in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, so we ended up there the first night and crashed at the KOA there. And then we continued up to Scranton area. And then once we got up that far into New York, we changed it to Laconia. And it took us over.
We actually did pass each other then. Because you guys were running up same day that I was running south when I was on the bike, and I thought about hitting you guys up, see if we could link up at some point, but every update I saw from you guys, it looked like you were on the wrong side for us to link up.
Yeah, no, on the way up, we left 95 pretty much as soon as we got, North Carolina, South Carolina. It took us off of 95.
Yep, somewhere around there. Yep.
And then we rode up that way, bypassed all of that DC, Maryland bullshit until we got up towards Scranton, and then clicked it over to Laconia and went that way. And then that's when we ended up going across the Como, doing it that way versus the George Washington.
Oh, that's because as soon as you hit Pennsylvania, it cut you back towards the Cuomo instead of staying straight up to see. When I come down through that's where we missed each other. When I came down through, I came into Scranton and came down 81. When the GPS will tell you as soon as you basically, even though you avoided DC and all them, it'll still tell you to take like 76, cross Pennsylvania, and hit you onto the Cuomo Bridge or
Tappan Zee.
Yep. Still the Tappan Zee to all of us that know it. But which is still not bad as far as time goes, but it all depends on how you hit it. If you hit
it was late at night by the time we got into Mass. We broke down at 5 o'clock in Massachusetts.
Yep.
So I mean, we made decent time on the way up, but we were just poking along. Like the max speed I ever got up until the truck started to screw up was like 68 miles an hour. We were just poking along.
Yeah, but look at the bright side. You met Corey.
Yeah, we met Corey. Yep. Unfortunately, on the side of the road, not under good circumstances, but he's a hell of a guy. He came out and saved my ass.
And that's the beauty
part. I don't
of
know if I helped you when I told you about him, or if you guys already knew him. But
we knew Corey through YouTube, but we didn't know him that he was literally 5 minutes down the road from where we broke down.
Yeah, as soon as I figured out where you were, I messaged you on fucking Instagram or whatever and told you that Corey's like, he's in that area. I don't know if you already knew that before I messaged you, but
no, I didn't know he was. And then literally he was on somebody's live and they said I was broke down because they got the little update also. And he left the live and come and helped me because he's like, damn, that's only like 5-10 minutes down the road. I better go see.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, I grew up in New England, so I know that area a little bit. That's the great thing about all of us on here.
But you could put a prison. Listen, all that area was gorgeous up there. Cute little towns, not all grouped together. Like I'm from Florida. Everything is a suburb of a city. Concrete everywhere. Up there, it was beautiful. but you could put a prison in a beautiful place and nobody wants to go back after they spend a month in prison. That's what it felt like, man. I was stuck like Chuck every
Yeah, but
day.
at least you found your coffee.
Dude,
Yeah, I found coffee
honestly,
finally.
Thumper,
How
I
hard
wish
was that to find?
I wish my vacation had worked out better. Fuck, I could have brought you back up to my house. It's only 2.5 hours from where you were at.
Yeah, it was
A
fucking.
little north, but
Well, we rode up
it
to
was
Maine.
even
We
stuff.
rode up to Bentley's, and that was a great ride.
Yep. You
but
guys didn't
then
even touch the tip of Maine doing that shit, though.
everything every day was raining while I was there. Like, and I only had the bike, and then she flew home, so it was just me by myself in prison. And every day I woke up and it's raining, so I had to put on rain gear even to go get breakfast. It was a shit show, but
Trust me, I felt for you. I thought hard. I mean, I thought hard about fucking just rolling up and grabbing onto your trailer and at least pulling you somewhere up where you could be.
right.
You know?
Mel, I haven't had a bad cup of coffee. I'm not a coffee snob. I will drink coffee that looks like motor oil from a greasy spoon and be happy, or I will go to some weird ass hipster coffee place and get me a black coffee and be just as happy with it too. Shit, if you look on my counter right there, it's a Keurig and it's got Dunkin' Donut pods that I put in it and make coffee.
Yeah, I love Dunkin' Donuts, but their Keurig pods are weak as shit.
Yeah, no, listen, y'all talking about coffee. Now I want a coffee. I will drink coffee. I don't care if it's the strongest, that Bullet Dead Bull coffee. I will drink it and still go to bed in 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, guys, I've been going at this almost 3 hours.
doesn't
I'm going to
affect
be ending this shortly. So if anybody wants any final comments, go ahead and make them now. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for everybody for all your input, everybody in the side chat, everybody who came on the panel. No matter how brief, I don't know what happened to Gremlin. Oh, you want me to send you the link? I'm going to be ending it, Gremlin. Sorry. It is getting late. I do have to go. I have to work tomorrow. I'm sure everybody else does, but except for, Cleto and Thumper. living the retired life. Look, I'm envious
Out
and
there,
jealous,
doesn't-
okay?
Nori's retired.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
he's not.
he-
He's-
But I'm still getting up early though.
He still gets up early, goes to school.
Hey, don't say early. I get up at 7:30 in the morning every morning too.
That's sleeping in for me.
I'm at work by 7.
I'm at work by 7:30.
And
It makes you feel better. I don't wake up till 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Yep.
my
I'm-
campground's an hour from work.
Yeah, I'm
So
sorry.
I'm on the road by 6.
I don't have anybody telling me I got to be someplace.
Me neither.
I
That's
don't
why I
either.
sleep in.
I'm the boss.
Well,
So
then you're
some
telling
days-
yourself you have to be someplace. I don't have that either.
Well,
I
some
sold-
days I sleep in a little bit. I got a good crew, so
I
some
sold
days
my
I
headaches.
sleep in a little bit.
Thank God I sold my headaches, but I sold my headaches. Now the only headache I got to wake up to is the missus.
Till she comes over and slaps you and cures that headache.
No. She talks a big game, but she ain't hitting me. Somebody's phone's dying.
All right, guys. Again,
Hey,
thank you everybody for coming on the panel. Thank you everybody in the side chat for coming and joining us tonight. Next week, I have a special guest. I'm going to let it out now. It's the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. H2 Performance, Hell's on Two Wheels.
Oh,
My
man.
special guest next week.
We gotta listen to him. Fuck.
Good night, Mel.
All right,
Later,
be
dude.
good, guys.
All right, everybody, live the best life you
In
can.
a couple of days,
Ride
Guido.
often
There.
Yeah,
and
Dro.
ride hard.
We'll see some of you shortly.